Oh, a couple of technical difficulties. Discord is being a little bit complicated today. Yeah, shit is a good word for it. So sorry if it sounds weird to me. So if it might sound weird to the stream. So apologies if Squishy's microphone sounds a little bit odd today. We will see if it does it next time, and if it does, we'll see if we can get it fixed. Because it sounds okay for him, but it could just be Discord having problems. But welcome back. We're all back for a new session. So, just make sure I've got all of the tabs that I need open. Open, wonderful. So a quick little recap. So what happened last time? You finished off the boss battle against the cultist leader, narrowly escaping with your lives with the assistance of Councilwoman Ember, the Fire Ganassi councilwoman of the town of the city of Ashan, one of the 4 sort of heads of state, as it were. Before limping back to nurse your wounds, and finally had a long rest and were able to level up. So party is now level 4. And Ollie, don't forget to level up Vine. I've taken the liberty of putting his XP up, but don't forget to choose your level options on him as well, just in case you do eventually get him back. You then were challenged to a fighting match by Ember herself, so you could prove your intentions, you could prove your worth to her in winning support for the resistance back home in Inveria. Successfully traversing, again, struggling a little bit with not used to foes that were able to battle effectively, as she made some very tactical decisions in the battle. So you struggled a little bit, but you did overcome it in the end, and won her trust. And you were at the very end of the session talking about where to go from here. Your plan is to go and see if you can resurrect your fallen comrade, the Aarakocra messenger, Vine. And you were presented with 2 ways to do that. You were presented with either to go and find the tieflings in the desert in Yangguo, or to chase a legend of an entrance to the Feywild across to the west of the continent on a peninsula, a little ways west. I think your decision at the end was to try and track down the Feywild.
Yes.
Unless I'm much mistaken.
Yeah, we were going to try and see if we could find the Feywild, since we thought it would be far easier to find rather than sort of trying to hunt down the tieflings in the desert.
Yeah. Hunt down? We're not trying to hunt them down.
You know what I mean.
So you decided to go for
flag
the
down,
Feywild.
probably better.
Yeah, track down. There you go.
Yeah.
You decided to head in that direction, and to that end, you'd started to do a little bit of research. So, actually done a little bit of research and found out a few bits of useful information. Sarman tried and failed spectacularly to find any information. And I think Ragnar just helped out around the town for a week to try and help pick things back up again after the epic siege or invasion that Ashan had sustained. But again, you still hadn't quite really made like an executive decision on what you were going to do. So, have you had time have you thought about what you would like to get done? Where are you going? How are you going about finding this Feywild? Guys.
I think we should just try and get to like the general area where they said they were, and then ask around to see if there are any people who have seen it. Well,
Would you
if
like me to
there
take
are
you to
any
the world
people
map?
there. Yeah.
Okay. Bring you across the world map then.
I would say that would actually a wise move, since because the entryway to the Feywilds is not fixed.
Yeah.
So not
Well,
necessarily fixed. You found out last time that it can be a fixed portal, but it can also just be fluid, mobile. You can just happen upon the Feywild, where the sort of like the barrier between the planes is thinner and sort of more fluctuating. So Salmon is pinging the rough area where I told you it was.
Yeah.
So you are currently at where that pin is.
The chance of us finding a guide, potentially, right?
Yeah, there is like a village.
Yeah. So if we go to the village, we can see if there's anyone who knows of a fixed portal, or where temporary portals are known to appear.
Yep. You also have to remember that if you want to take your airship, you can only land in certain places. Because again, trying to land an airship on land is called crashing.
Well, we can sort of like land the airship on water, right?
Yes, so the airship can land on water or in a designated airship dock. Like Ashan has an airship dock up in the windswept quarter, so you can land there, or you can moor up there, I should say, or you can just land it in the water, because it is a ship still, so you can just land in the water.
Whereabouts is the village?
Sorry?
Whereabouts is the village that we're talking about just in between?
So it really depends. There's a couple, to be honest. The closest one to where you want to start searching, realistically, would be here. See where that little white line and the red line meet on the coast?
Yeah.
If we like say, hang on in the water around here.
Is his microphone going weird for anyone
Yeah,
else?
it's going very stuttery.
Yeah,
Can't hear much.
I can barely hear half of your words as well. It seems to just be going...
Yeah, I thought I'm not going through.
Yeah, you're not coming through properly. Discord is not having a good day today by the sounds of it.
Give me a second. Better? I just unplugged it and plugged it in again.
That is better, yeah. I think maybe your
You
connection
turned
was a
off
little
and
bit
on
weird.
again.
Alright, that should hopefully be sorted then. Yeah, as I was saying, I think if we like land the ship around here, if we're roughly looking in this sort of area, we shouldn't. I guess we would be too far away if we wanted to just chance it ourselves, but that way we can still get access to the villages.
The town that you would be, that town there that I've been pinging. From your investigations, you would probably find that it does actually have a dock.
Okay.
So you can literally just take your airship to that dock.
Sounds like the only option we've got, really. But that's short.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do that?
I think that's the idea.
Okay.
So, question in terms of logistics for Vine, can I get a reminder of how long he's got until we need to redo his repose?
So you spent a week doing research. So his gentle repose has 2 days before it needs to be recast.
Okay.
I think we should just wait 2 days and then recast it.
So we can't. Can we just have him cast it now?
I don't think so. I think you have to wait. I'm not sure that there's any specific information saying. Hang on, let me.
Well, how far away is the town in terms of an airship flight?
It
doesn't seem that far, does it?
It's 108 miles. You move at 8 miles an hour. Calculating.
That'd be about a day or two.
Yeah, roughly.
So pretty much the time we need to.
Be a day.
Maybe a day.
Yeah, you could get there within a day. because you can travel 192 miles in a day.
What we could do in that case is we could probably... Nah, yeah, I was about to say, we could probably go there, check it out first, and then come back, but maybe it'd just be easy just to wait here in Ashan.
Yeah.
Doing something, I don't know. Maybe someone that can give us more information about the village and town, of who to speak to.
I mean, the people best to talk to would be the Messengers Guild. If you wanted to find out information about the town, they would be the best people to go and talk to, because they are the people that deal with all of the maps in the living territories.
In that case, if we do that for the next couple of days before Vine needs to be topped back up again, we can... As in recast, that way. I'm just going to call it that because it's easier in my head to understand.
Recast is fine, yeah.
Yeah, we could just spend those 2 days trying to gather that information from Messengers Guild, if everyone is in agreement.
Yeah, that'll be good.
If you're happy with that, because it's only a day's travel, I won't make you make checks or anything like that, because it's less than a day's travel on the airship, so I won't bother with that. So you're going to wait 2 days, and then get the Gentle Repose recast.
Yep.
And then head off to the town. But you're going to try and find a little bit of information out about the town itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fine. So, a couple of days. It is nice and simple. It's very easy for you to find out the information. Because again, you can literally just go into the Messengers Guild and ask them about this town, point it out on the map, and they will just give you the information quite happily. The town is called Yilin. Jilin. It is a small town that deals mostly in fishing and sort of lumber, being in sort of nestled in the sort of the depth of the trees.
Okay.
It's not a massive town. It's smaller than Rifigable was. It has a tavern. It has a general store. And it has a smithy, but it's not a smithy that like specializes in doing like weaponry and stuff like that. It's a smithy primarily there just to repair tools.
Right.
Stuff like that. So that's all the information that you get about that. It's going to take you 2 days. So I'm assuming that you're going to do that with comfortable stuff. That you're sleeping on the airship, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so meals for 2 days will cost you, for comfortable, it'll be 5 silver each day. So it will be... No, 10. Sorry, it'd be 10 silver a day. So that's 1 gold a day because it's 2 meals.
Oh, okay.
So that'd be 2 gold. 2 gold each.
Ah, can someone cover me? I don't have it. Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. Hang on. I have the wrong one up for a second then. Yeah, I got that.
So 2 gold.
Just gonna say it.
And that's it.
Alright.
But again, I won't make you make checks to get to the town, to Yilin.
That's good, because our quartermaster is currently dead.
Yeah.
Well, anyone can do the quartermaster's job. It's just you can't do 2 jobs at the same time.
Makes sense.
So, that's it. So, let's head you across to there then. Okay. So, you sail across through the air for just about a day before arriving in the nice little town of Yilin. With a pretty little map.
That is a very pretty map, Owen. I love how...
I keep changing things. I keep using different programs. I did this in the back of an ambulance.
Shit.
Because I've been sat in the back of an ambulance for an extended period of time over the past week.
I like it.
I got very
bored. I like it. Only thing I'd say is the background looks like a 2D.
Yeah, I was very limited on options. Apparently,
yeah, but to be fair,
doesn't have a top-down option for trees.
But in all honesty, I quite like it. It looks nice.
There's a little bit of a problem with some of the houses being on top of each other, but that was because of lag, and I missed it.
That's fine.
So you arrive at Yilin, and now it's in the heart of the jungle at this point. So it's a proper Amazonian-style jungle. It's hot, it's sweaty. Even though it's the middle of winter or coming to the tail end of winter, it's still hot here. Whatever hot blowing winds coming across over the sea are fueling the climate of this place. Don't seem to be that lessened by the time of year. They just seem to be keep on going. So you touch down in the dock area just to cross over to here, and you moor up. Hydra arranges for those of the crew or starts arranging shift patterns, etc., etc. And she will turn to you and say, I know that we're here to sort Master Vine out. How long are we expecting to be here for?
Not sure.
Okay.
We're just here, at least here, we're here to gather information. We can't quite tell you until we either get that information or we don't.
Okay, I shall make arrangements to have it on a day-by-day basis then, as opposed to having a set period of time where we can be on leave.
Yeah. We'll update you as soon as we can.
That's fantastic. As soon as you know more information, I'd appreciate it, because it means I can plan certain sort of like watch patterns, etc., etc. What would you like to do? So you've arrived in Yilin. It's a nice, pretty little town. It's filled with wooden buildings. They all seem to be made of obviously the wood coming from the jungle around them. So it's kind of a redwood style wood, and they all have those slightly tiered, very sort of like almost Japanese style roofs. That are designed to sort of like run rainwater off quite happily. Bless you. So you've got those like tiled roofs, but they're all wooden tiles. But it's slightly tiered. What would you like to do?
Well, I think if we're going to be finding like information, we should go to like a tavern or an inn. That'd be the best place, I would think.
Yes.
Where you going? How are you finding that then?
Flag down someone.
Are you going to flag down just a randomer, yeah?
Either a randomer or a guard, anyone that looks like they'll be helpful.
Well, it doesn't look like this place has guards per se, because it's not a big town.
Probably like a warden or something like that, or just like a neighborhood watch.
It doesn't really seem like there is that much. There probably is like militia forces in the town, but it doesn't seem like they're like necessarily easy to find. I don't spot them, but you can just flag down a random person on the street. That's not a problem. Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
What is that noise? Mighty, I was deafened by that.
Wait, how did you hear that so loudly over there? That was on the other side of a room.
It was very loud.
That's strange.
What are you asking them? Ow. Stop it.
Hang on, is it that loud? Let me just turn the volume down a little bit.
What are you asking? So you flag somebody down, what are you asking him?
Could you point us in the direction of the tavern, please?
They will point you in the direction of two, actually. So there is one. A name that you recognise. It's the Inn of 1,000 Doors.
Oh my god.
Of course. There is a second name. And it. I think I already know which one you're going for.
Mm-hmm.
But let me find you the name of the other one.
We have an Inn of 1,000 Doors here. See? That's amazing!
You went American there. That's amazing.
Can't really do a Ragnar voice while eating crisps. No, I thought it was more Australian. That's amazing. I'm eating crisps, that's why my voice is a bit weird.
The... so she's going, go to the 1,000 doors. It's called the Clumsy Mouse, is the other one. Am I assuming you want to go to the Inn of 1,000 Doors, yes?
Yeah.
Well, they would probably have some idea about how to get to the Feylands.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can squeeze some information out of Honey.
Okay. Let us go to the Inn of 1,000 Doors then.
Curious thing is, will she remember us?
Quiet with that fucking packet of crisps. Before I come over there and smack you over the head with them. Right, Inn of 1,000 Doors. So again, you see the familiar sign, a door made of doors, painted on an old door, hanging outside of, again, doesn't look very impressive. It's very much that nondescript house. It's just a house, looks almost just like a house amongst all of the other houses in the town. If you were taking just a glance at it, you would miss it for, again, just a house. As you go in, it is warm, it's cozy again, you can smell, whereas previously there was smells of spices and stuff like that, this one is it's a much more flowery smell as you walk into it. So it's filled with jungle flowers. The pillars, instead of being made of stone this time, are tree trunks with little branch. They are like, not branches, mushroom. You know, table mushrooms. You've got those little table mushrooms sticking out across the sides, providing little shelves for all of the little knickknacks and stuff like that. Where there was once tapestries, which in Anaiden were projected tapestries, they are now carvings. Great wooden carvings across the wall depicting various different historical events. The floor is covered in a carpet that almost resembles fallen leaves.
Interesting.
Almost seems to sort of like crunch as you walk along, almost as though you were walking on a pile of leaves. And the furniture is all made of woven vines. Aarakocra, the plant. Actually, that's not a good definition either, because vine's a plant as well.
Would they have told me about the inn on the way over, or like given a brief overview?
No.
Okay.
Unless Sildisa told him, Ragnar was probably going to go drink.
Drink.
First time visiting in the Inn of 1,000 Doors.
They have one over in not Ibra. Anaiden? No, not Anaiden.
It wasn't Iden.
It wasn't Anaiden. Aye.
Because you don't know that there's one in Abergwaigri because you've never been there.
What's Abergwaigri?
That's the side campaign.
That was the whole point.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you in game though. The creator isn't just strolling next to you, going, "There's one over here, one over there." Can you imagine a great big fucking demon-like creature walking next to you, about 10 feet tall?
Oh no!
I'm not sure how long that would give our reputation.
I mean, for all I know, it could be a fella watching us. Oh, question! I want to turn to Salmon. Salmon, we died.
Salmon?
Oh fuck! I forgot this would happen. I hate
This would happen. Salmon, you stop. Go blank. So you, Salmon, it's almost as though You can still see, you can still process sort of information around you, but you don't actually hear Ragnar saying those words. It's kind of though, it's almost though something like a blanket has been put over the top of you, but you can still see through it.
Oh, that's interesting. So we get some insight
We have
exactly
some-
how.
Ragnar, remember
Benefit
that
of
we
PCs.
have a certain trait to us that prevent certain information we know from being spread.
What about me dying?
Again, still, it hasn't finished because you haven't until they
Stop talking
like
about it.
address you again, Salmon. This keeps going.
Simon?
We died!
I hate you.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
You could break it by if you were going to go and say, what about this? You could break it, but for all intents and purposes, you don't know that they are talking about something. You don't even recognise that something is going on, really. It's almost like you're just excuse me, walking along with the other two, but you're walking quietly. You're walking without talking.
Like a parallel universe sort of scenario?
No, not really. It's just like the information is there. It's just not going into Sarmon's mind.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, it does sound like you, yeah.
Alright. So, is Honey here?
Honey is here, yes. If you eventually let me finish explaining, you would find out that, of course, Honey is here, with her ocarinas behind her, her normal sort of like high as fuck expression on her face. And she will greet you. Hello, my friends. It is wonderful to see you again.
It's good to see you again as well, honey.
Didn't I start a fight last time we saw Honey?
Yes, and she like stopped it.
Kicked us out. Yeah.
No, she didn't kick you out. She just, because she has complete control over the bar, she stopped you. She like froze you in.
Ah, I thought so.
Honey is fucking powerful. You
Yeah.
realise this? She's fucking powerful.
Oh!
What can I do for you, my friends?
Feywilds!
We want to sort of find a way to enter the Feywilds to revive a friend of ours who has passed away.
The Feywild? Oh, well, I believe you are in the right place. I have heard in these parts from travellers in Yilin that there is areas in the forest that seem too vibrant. There is gaps between trees that seem... Smells there are more potent. They are... the sights and the glimmers of light seem too vibrant. This would certainly suggest that the Feywild would be past those gateways.
Oh, brilliant! Can you point us in a direction or mark it on a map, please?
These are just rumours, Master Dwarf.
Ah!
They are not concrete. All that we know is it is somewhere to the north.
Question. Who's been spreading this rumour?
I've heard it from the lumberjacks. That is the word. The lumberjacks who enter the forest regularly to collect wood.
Would they know more and be able to point us where they might have spotted this?
They might, but from the way that they have been describing it, it sounds as though it is not necessarily a fixed place. It seems to be a rough area.
Alright. Well,
almost from some of the stories that we have heard, it is almost as though a gap between trees shows this gateway, this pathway, this planar issue. Who's smacking their microphone?
I accidentally knocked it.
I noticed. These like merging of planes, and the next second they look and it's gone again. Some of them have been putting it down to a trick of the light, or their eyes playing tricks on them. Oh, blimey, Squish. I think you need to turn your attenuation up, Squish.
Yeah, 1 second.
Because I can hear you typing things. Yeah. Yeah, it's really strange that. It's really strange. Like, first, to start off with, we couldn't hear a word that you were saying, and now we hear everything in your entire flat.
I don't have a flat, I have a room.
Your room. That's better. No, it's not. Never mind. I would say turn your sensitivity on your microphone down a little bit.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Because yeah, it just seems to be coming through. It's really, really weird. I don't know what's going on with it. It's just bizarre.
In fact, I was mashing the keyboard then.
Yeah, you are. So yes, it seems to be almost as though it is a fluctuating phenomenon.
Daddy? Oh, I don't know about you lot, but I'm going to go speak to some lumberjacks.
I will go too.
Yes, we'll question them on what they know.
I think I'm just being more northern than I am, like, Scottish.
You are. It is late in the night. It is late at night at this point because you spent most of the day getting over here. So it is now starting to get sort of evening time.
We're in an inn, so...
Might as well. Oh, you can stay in an inn or we can stay on the airship for free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
airship.
I like the sound of the air.
Yeah, airship.
Yeah. I'll grill up a good old Ragnar specialty.
Are you cooking on the airship as well?
Aye.
Okay. Keeping track of that.
I call it rat a la mode.
Oh, please don't go with the treated like classic rat on a stick for dwarves.
Wait, is that a real thing? Rat on a stick? Yes! Yes, I'm doing rat on a stick!
Rat on a stick is like a classic dwarven thing, I think. I think it's WoW actually.
Hang on,
I think it's a WoW thing. I think rat on a stick is a WoW thing.
Let's have a look at this. Oh wait, it could be Discworld.
Oh, it might be Discworld.
Yeah, rat on a stick. There we go. Discworld Emporium.
So yes, okay. So Ragnar cooks you all a meal.
Rat on a stick.
Roll me a Constitution check, but you can add your proficiency bonus to it because you've got brewer's supplies. You're proficient with brewer's tools.
So wait.
So it's a straight Constitution check, but you can add your proficiency bonus, which is +2, I believe.
Yes. That'll be RD20 +7.
Because you are doing something using tools. 23! That's quite... Yeah, it's the meal, despite it being rat on a stick, you were reticent at first, but Ragnar's managed to find some, sort of rustle up some spices.
Add some Cajun spice to it.
Yeah.
It smells very aromatic, and it actually tastes really nice. It's like a really nice kebab.
What do you think?
At least I don't have food poisoning.
That's it, you can fuck off and get your own food. I counted it as food awakenings.
You gonna let us take it? Are you gonna try and keep it?
I thought I was describing it as it was actually a mild delicacy.
I mean, it's not not like like a delicacy. It's not like mind-blowingly amazing.
I know. Well,
It's
it sounded
pretty
like
good.
yeah. I think
It's better than you were expecting.
I think this would be very rude, considering.
I'm not meant it jokingly. You know, like Syndica's like, I'm a bit skeptical on Ragnar's cooking skills. Like, upon hearing like these all rat on the stick sort of thing.
To be fair, Ragnar hasn't actually displayed like fantastically his cooking skills yet. Because the last time you had a long trip, you had like a mediocre roll last time.
Yeah.
This time it's a good roll, so they probably would be a little bit surprised by it. That would make sense.
Now, so Dissa, I will take this away from you, unless you apologise.
Sorry, Ragnar, I didn't know how good your cooking is.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Admittedly, I didn't realise how good either.
So, you're gonna spend the.
Oh my
God.
This is why! This is why!
Oh my God.
Yeah, considering that Sal Dissa is quite sort of used to higher class cooking.
Yeah, that's true as well, actually.
I just...
He used to be a nobleman, remember? So he is used to very high class cooking.
Yeah. So it's Ragnar's the complete opposite. He'd probably be offended for people. Just he'd eat anything just to survive. Probably.
Ragnar is kind of. I imagine that your cooking is good, but it's not like kitchen cooking.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Ragnar is very adept at over a campfire cooking. So
yeah.
a lot of the meals that you do. So you're not very good at like doing things that require an oven or a kitchen. But if it's just roasting something over a fire or a stew or something like that, pretty good.
That's good.
So I feel like that's how you sort of like your cooking would go. I
still need some art of Ragnar with his horns on and his apron.
We need a Ragnar cooking show.
Yeah.
We need like I think we need like two profiles. We need him from the front and from the back. We can just about see his ass crack.
Oh, no.
Fine, lead artist. That's your job. You can have the joy of drawing Ragnar butt naked.
With his apron on. Nothing but his apron and his helmet.
That's Ollie's job.
Right, so
you spend the night on the airship, you have a meal, it's surprisingly good. The next day, I mean, you said you wanted to go and talk to, like, lumberjacks? There's no, like...
It's not like Lumberjack Guild.
There's not, like, Lumberjack Guild. It's not a big enough town for that, really. It's just there are people that earn a living by going out, cutting the lumber, and then selling it.
So I guess it'd be kind of wrong of me to just go around shaking people like, are you a lumberjack?
I mean, you could do that if you wanted to. But it might draw attention to you.
It might. Ollie, I'll go around.
What are you doing with Vine's body at this point?
He's...
Because remember, Ember told you that wherever you went, you would likely have to take Vine's body with you.
We have
so if you were going into the Feywild, you'd likely have to bring him with you.
Well, he's currently in his bed, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's what we agreed on.
We did get a cart though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did lend you a cart, so you can. Are you just literally just carting his body around town?
I wouldn't say so just yet. I'll probably say we'll leave him in his bed until we have a direction and a heading.
Okay.
Would we all agree on that one?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sort of taking a natural decision making. Do jump in if you don't agree.
Imagine a dwarf shaking someone shouting, "Are you a lumberjack?" while a dead Aarakocra sits in a car.
That's just kind of what I was imagining. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you a lumberjack? I must cut up his body!
I'm not gonna lie. Because you didn't give me like a specific picture, that was the image that was in my mind. This is what happens when you don't describe this shit to me.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
I tried last time. Like, I like the idea of Vine's just resting in his bed right now.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I can't just recover from my laughing.
This is what happens when you don't describe this shit to me.
Okay, so
I ask
do we
these
find...
questions and point out the stupid shit that you've been forgetting.
Can we go around the town now that it's morning and just try and flag down some lumberjacks of people to gather more information about where, maybe more specifically. I know it's a general area, but where this general area is.
You want to spend a little while to sort of like trying to gather this information, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. All of you roll me a persuasion check. See how much information you get.
Okay, and I get to use my +7 for that.
Can I roll intimidation?
If you want to roll intimidation, you can roll intimidation, but you have to tell me
Almost at 20.
how are you getting the information? Are you literally going around smacking people in the face and going, "Tell me where the portal to the Feywild is"?
No, I won't be like explicitly violent, but I'll be implicitly violent. Like I'll show myself as a bit of a gruffer character, as a "don't fuck with me" sort of guy. I'm being polite about it.
That would still be persuasion then. It wouldn't be intimidation. Intimidation is literally scaring somebody into giving you information. If you're trying to just go, "I need this information," you're being persuasive.
No, I just realised a mistake I made. I used perception instead of persuasion.
Oh yeah, then just add whatever your perception, your
So,
persuasion would be.
Let me re-roll that.
I'll just persuade. Yeah, either way, I think that's a good idea to go persuasion rather than pissing people off.
I'm gonna put it out there now. If you try to intimidate, the only way for you to be able to intimidate somebody would be drawing attention to yourself.
Actually, you didn't need to re-roll it. All you have to do is just take off your...
Yeah, you could have just added +4. I did just mark it down to 23.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So just ignore that one.
That's fine. Yeah, that's alright. Okay, so Simon and Seldisa, Ragnar, you find out nothing.
I go for a drink. I get bored.
I get bored and go back to the $1,000 for a drink. Yeah. Honey will give you a drink quite happily. What would you like to drink? You can decide that on your list because you've still got the list. I think.
Can I get it? Can I get it for free if I tell the story of losing Vine?
Depends on what drink you want.
Okay. I've still got a bottle of absinthe, don't I?
You've still got a few charges of a bottle of absinthe. Yeah.
Let me just see.
He still have a few shots left.
Where is it? I can't see it.
He was in your journal, I think.
We don't want two bodies around.
So you spend sort of like the better part of the morning wandering around the town, Simon and Seldisa. Ragnar gives up maybe 5 minutes in, getting bored. Short attention span. And you find out that the distortions that Honey mentioned to you last night have been sort of happening around a small area to the north. It's almost as though it's a clearing. It seems to be appearing on the edges of a clearing to the north.
Thank you very much.
I can't find it.
That's just the general information you get for lots of them. Maybe you ran out then. I think you did give some to last time.
No. I have my drinks. I just can't find the list. $1,000.
It's on Discord.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to search for it, but I'm not getting any luck.
It was a PDF, I think. Hang on. Go.
Wrong thing.
One sec, I found it. I'll just resend in the in-game.
Yeah, can you just send it for us?
Can we pin it
as well?
If that's alright.
Pinned? I thought it was.
It might be pinned, actually. No, it's not. Oh, cool books.
Yeah, it's gonna take a... It's about a fifth done.
Hang on, I'll find it on... I've got it on here. Get link, copy link.
Oh, my internet's terrible.
Okay, don't worry about it, Ollie.
Okay, I'll just...
That works. I need access! Oh. Don't worry about it for now. I'll just take a glass of stout or something. I don't know.
I can take you. The list. I can give you a list.
I'll just take a I'm not getting pissed. I just want.
There's a liquor literally...
Yeah,
I should
exactly.
be able to give you. Hang on, let me give you access to it, and you should see it. It should be able to compare it.
There was a liquor literally called Death Wish.
Yeah.
Anyway. I honestly don't mind too much because I'm more caring about like fixing Vine. I just literally have a flag on the veil.
Yeah.
Let's sort it out later. It'll be fine. I don't want to interrupt the stream.
I think I've just given you access, but it's just being a little bit slow. That should be it.
Oh yeah, I've got it now.
Yeah, you should have access. There you go. I'll sort everyone else. I know Ashley, you've requested access as well, but I'll sort that out in a bit. I'll sort it out when we go for a break because you don't need it at the minute. Yeah, so you find between Sarman and Sildisa, you find that it's this all seems to be centered around. It's not like specifically. It all seems to be centered around a clearing to the north.
Well, I think that's as good information like as we could get. So I think we should head for that clearing with Vine.
Not a bad idea. Shall we load it up?
Yeah.
Shall we ask if any of the crewmates want to come on? Obviously, we need to update Hydra on the situation. We'll probably be a couple of days away from the ship, possibly. But if like Malaya or any of the other guys want to come along, do you think we should offer that to them? You think, guys?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so who are you going to take? That's the big question. So you've got a few options. You have Jen Lin. You obviously have Hydra, but Hydra is your first mate, remember? So it's normally advisable that your first mate stays.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Well, Malaya's quite a good healer.
She is a
Yeah,
good
you've
healer.
obviously got Malaya. And you do have Nefer as well, so you could take any one of those with you.
To be fair, we've got an artificer. I think we should be fine with that.
Double repeating shot.
Yes, he does have repeating shot. He has the
I mean,
because he has his crossbow. You would have met him on the airship as well. Nefer is this short. He has an arm like yours, but obviously smaller.
I think we would be very good friends.
Is there a desperate need to Is there a desperate need for Nefer to stay on the ship? Like right now.
Nefer kind of it's not a desperate need for him, but he kind of just maintains everything.
Okay. Do you think we could ask him how do you think the ship will be for a couple of days if we take you along with us?
Switch to
It's the voice.
I need to get the voice.
Well, it's a goblin,
It's
right?
very nasally. It's Nefer.
Nefer.
The ship should be fine. I mean, I'm not fantastic in combat, if that is what you're looking for. I very much prefer dealing with machines than anything else.
Fair enough.
But I can accompany you if you wish.
I mean, if you don't think you're too much up for combat, I can appreciate
hold
the honesty.
my own. I can hold my own. I just prefer to deal with machines.
Buddy, I think you'd be best you stay then. I'd rather not lose you if you. I mean, I know you can hold your own, but if that's no offense to you, as you say, you put it yourself.
He actually has the same hit points as he has more hit points than Sildisa.
Shit.
He's got the same amount of hit points as Sarman.
Okay. Any more? Can we ask? Any more?
You can ask.
Generally speaking,
so Hydra, you've kind of decided to let's not. I believe.
Yeah.
You think you're going against Nefer at the moment, do you?
Either Nefer or Malaya, I'd probably suggest, because Malaya's pros of Malaya is healer, really good healer, and rogue. She does do a fair
There's
bit.
Jen Lin as well, remember?
Yeah, Jen Lin as well, but Jen Lin needs to be there to look after the Grimwell King, right?
No. So Jenlin
Well, she'll
can
be
come
fine.
with you. She doesn't need to be there. It's just that
Okay.
she is effectively. I couldn't be bothered to roll all 30 of the Grimmelkin
Fair enough. Okay.
because that would be far too much. So I just appointed Jinlin as their de facto leader. So if you tell Jinlin to do something, she will sort of like dissipate it to the rest of her sort of like family, her pack.
That makes sense. Okay.
But
So-
Hydra could do that as well. But they would they respect Jinlin a little bit more because she's part of their family.
Okay.
But Hydra would still command respect. So you could take Jinlin if you wanted to. But it sounds like you're pretty settled on Malaya.
I think Malaya
Yeah.
might be the best one. Malaya's been with us from the beginning.
Yeah? All happy with Malaya?
And plus, to be fair, I think it'd be nice to her because she probably wants to see if we do find someone to resurrect. Fine, it'd be cruel for her to not be there.
Okay.
There we go.
Right then. So you cart, you grab Vine's body, pop him on the cart, and you start making your way north. The traveling through the jungle is difficult. It's uneven terrain. It
Probably
is.
with a cart as well.
Yeah, there's tree trunks, there's vines moving across and weaving their way in and out of the dirt. Excuse me, roots. Sorry, not vines. But there is vines hanging down around. You can hear noises, chirrups, all sorts of different bits and pieces, and the smells and sounds are all very alien to all of you, because none of you are quite from this intensely deep, thick jungle. Never experienced this before, so they're all very strange and different. What I need you to do is, first of all, I need you to decide what pace you are moving at. Are you moving at fast, normal, or slow?
I think a normal pace should be alright.
Just a normal pace? Okay.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I also need somebody to make a survival check for me,
That would probably be good.
so
for
you
the
don't
Ragnar. I
get
got +4.
lost.
Question: what's everyone's survival? I get +4.
+1.
Yeah, you're the best.
Malaya? Would Malaya be good at that as well?
Malaya, let me check Malaya for you. I think you
I mean,
are probably the
do have-
best.
Okay, let's give it a go.
I do have Natural
Plus two.
Explorer Forest. but I don't-
Hey! Yeah!
Forest, jungle and forest is not quite the same, because a forest is a very different environment to a jungle, because you are currently like in the thick of a rainforest style jungle at the
Oh.
moment.
Yeah,
I was about to
imagine
say.
I'd be going like, I've never encountered a forest this. Even the forests in Inveria aren't as thick as this rainforest.
I was gonna say perhaps Ragnar should roll with disadvantage, but if anything, he should be more attuned to just being in like the
Yeah, no,
wilds.
it's just a flat roll for you. Despite it being in a different terrain, Ragnar seems fairly adept at sort of picking the routes through the jungle across the jungle floor. So the cart doesn't run into any particular issues. Ragnar seems to spot all of the places where it might get stuck and sort of steers you around those. And you actually make relatively good time.
I think I need to cross out my flamethrower turret if we ever get into combat here.
Well,
I'm still.
the trees
I've-
are still
I've put-
alive.
The trees are alive!
You
I
can't
actually-
just like immediately set them on fire.
Oh, okay, good.
I put my HP back up to max.
Yeah, you've had chance to have several long rests. Sorry, a few days of long rests by now. Because remember, it's been a week since the fight with Ember. So you can basically reset everything to max.
It's been 9 days, in fact.
It's been 9 days since you had your fight. So if you haven't reset all of your stuff, reset it now. Effectively, just take a couple of long rests. Because you've had plenty time to reset everything. Okay. So you make your way through the jungle, and again, Ragnar seems to be picking you through a relatively sort of efficient path through this thick growth of trees and other plant life.
While we're doing this, can I try and pick up some forage for food, like some extra rations? Because I realise we only have a couple.
I will let you do that as part of your survival check. Actually, you can do that, but I believe, Ashley, you have a feat that allows you to get it. Look, I'm sure you get like a feat that allows you to scavenge for food.
I thought I have.
It's part of Natural Explorer. You have a favourite terrain type. Your proficiency bonus is double for proficiency skills when you make an intelligence or wisdom check related to it. While travelling for an hour or more in your chosen terrain, difficult terrain does not slow your group's travel. Your group cannot come lost except by magical means. You remain alert to danger even when you're engaged in other activity. You can move stealthily at a normal pace, and you find twice as much food while foraging and while tracking creatures. You learn the exact number, size, and how long ago they passed through the area and its forest.
Doesn't that mean we're not hindered by speed then?
No, because you're not in a forest.
Okay. True.
Because you are in a jungle.
Makes sense.
It's similar, it's just not quite the same. So, Seldisa probably looks relatively adept at travelling through this environment, but it's still, you're just not used to it.
Okay, so how many rations do you think we could find?
You could find, I will say you can find a day's worth of rations for everyone.
Okay.
Because you're picking things. Again, you're not very adept. This is the first time you've been in a jungle, so you're not really too sure about what foods are edible and what aren't.
That makes sense.
You're not really focusing on foraging for food either. You're more for trying to pick your way through, find a route through the jungle to get to where you're going.
Find a few berries here and there, catch a rabbit there as well.
Well, I mean, there's not really rabbits and stuff here per se.
Oh, you get what I mean there. It's like
monkeys
small game along the way.
Yeah,
like small game along the way.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm having that!
Yeah, so you could maybe hunt down some lemur, maybe, or just some monkeys and stuff like that. There'd be game like that. Or something like, I don't know actually. Yeah, maybe some lizards. There's probably some lizards on the trees.
That's fun.
Maybe some birds?
Some birds. Yes, there's probably birds as well. Actually, yeah, good point. There's probably some like.
I'm just thinking of Ragnar, like as he's going through his trees, he just picks up a lizard and just bites its head off. That's what I'm just thinking.
Are you doing that?
Well, I've got advantage on Dex against Dex, and I'm not going to, and against poison, and defense against poison as well.
You can also cast Speak with Animals.
I'm not gonna do it. But I'm just imagining Ragnar doing that. I was just like...
I wasn't actually going to do anything, I was just asking.
Oh, in that case, can I?
You can if you want to, it's just it's a lizard. If you'd said frog, I'd have made you make a check.
Okay, fair enough. I just bite... I pick up a lizard on the way and I bite its head off.
Because if you lick a frog, and it's the wrong frog...
you die.
No, you just get high as fuck.
Oh shit!
Do you remember it? Like, a lot of frogs have those, they emit poisons that make you high. So,
or it could end up being a poison dart frog.
Could be a poison dart frog, yeah, stuff like that. But it takes you maybe a couple of hours. But you eventually find the clearing that was mentioned in by the townsfolk. Yes. Everyone roll me, just very quickly, everyone roll me a perception check. Or an arcana.
Oh, no.
You can do either one, I don't mind. Perception or arcana.
Okay.
Oh, Ragnar, yes, boy! Ashley, yes, boy!
Ashley, nice, good. I'm presuming that was perception for you. Ragnar, perception?
Yep.
For me, I did Arcana.
You did Arcana. Okay, let me just do one for, what's higher for Malaya?
I think it'd probably be
it's perception, yeah. Perception, plus 4 for perception. She got a 15. Yeah. Okay. So, Seldisa, you definitely spot this. Ragnar, you also spot it as well. But yeah, Salmon's not looking for anything because you're sort of like you're being attuned to magic as opposed to looking for looking out for something strange. So you can't really feel anything. The entire forest does seem to have this like low-level hum of magic, but it's nothing necessarily out of the ordinary. It just feels like this place is just has more mystical energy to it than like being out in plains. There's just more energy here. The other, actually, Malaya doesn't spot this, but Ragnar and Seldisa, you do. You spot between two, sort of a set of trees, that coming into the clearing, between these two trees, the light coming through this it seems to be like disproportionately vibrant. So if you look through between these two trees, the clearing beyond looks beautifully vibrant green. The flowers look much brighter. The colours are much more saturated.
I think we
the
found
light coming
it.
through seems to be a little bit like, like light blur. It's almost like that. Do you spot that? Tharman you can't really see anything out of the ordinary necessarily with magically, and Malaya doesn't spot it. Malaya's probably sort of like keeping an eye on Vine, making sure he's okay, and just keeping an eye on everything. What would you like to do?
Go into it, I guess. We'll go to it.
You're just going to walk between the trees, yeah?
Yes.
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 Squishy, you sound nervous.
I always get nervous when you do stuff like this. When you make it obvious, it's a classic way. There's always a trick that it is okay, or a trick that it's not okay. I can never tell which.
You step between the trees.
We're gonna get jumped by like 40 beholders.
I'm not that mean.
Game over.
That would be an instant TPK. That would be instant TPK several times over. One beholder would probably be a TPK at this point. You take a step between the trees, and you are. It feels weird. It's almost like a slight tingling sensation on the surface of your skin as you walk between them, and suddenly everything seems more. So it's almost as though your senses have been dialed to 11. The smells are much more sort of pungent, they are stronger, so you've got the sweet smell of the plants, you've got the vibrancy around you just suddenly skyrockets. Everything just seems almost electrically charged. And magic here is thick, you can feel it. Whereas it's almost a constant background hum in the living territories, here it seems to be much more prominent. Magic flows through everything in this place. You step out into the clearing through these trees. At the other side of the clearing, well, it's more so in the middle of the clearing actually, you can see it looks like a table. It's made from vines grown and twisted out of the ground, which comes up to form a great sort of like central leg, and then spreads out to form the tabletop. Down the centre of it, on the top of it, is what looks to be a great big slab of amber. It's only about an inch thick, but it's a great big slab of it that covers the entirety of the table, and seems to be used as the tabletop. And it's, instead of a table runner going across it, it's covered in small white flowers and petals that are making up this sort of table runner or table covering over the top of it. There are many seats, all of them made out of the same woven wooden vine material as the table itself. But only 2 of them are filled. The rest of them are empty. Set out on the table itself seems to be a wooden tea set. There's a teapot, there's various different cups, etc., etc. At the far end of the table is a figure. I'll describe him in a second. But to one side of him, sitting on top of the chair, is a white rabbit. It's quite a large rabbit. It's not like a normal-sized rabbit. It's quite big, but it's not massive. It's not like a dire rabbit size. It's larger than normal, I would say.
What?
Its fur almost seems to be sparkling, as though like tipped with crystals. But potentially even stranger than this rabbit is the figure that sits at the head of the table. He has hang on, I need to describe him.
Sorry. Sorry.
It has a torso of a man, dark-skinned. But his legs are dark brown and resemble that of a goat. They have cloven feet, cloven hooves, sorry, and walking or standing, I should say. It doesn't really walk around at the moment. On these 2 legs, covered in brown fur. He's bare-chested. He has stag-like antlers sprouting out of his forehead, and frizzy ginger hair, which match with his sort of like frizzy billy goat beard. His eyes are you can see, are a glittering, very verdant green. And on top of his bright ginger frizzy hair is a top hat of twisted and woven vines and leaves. He will see you as you walk through, and he will jump up excitedly and start speaking to you. You what?
Is he the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland? I'm getting Wonderland vibes here. It is. He's smiling. He must be. It is. Oh my fucking god!
You'll find out.
It fucking is.
He jumps up and starts talking to you. Well, hello there. What can I do for you? You come into no, just in time for tea. Yes! Fuck you, Squishy. I was being so subtle.
Fucking brilliant.
I was hoping that would take a lot longer to figure out.
No, I knew as soon as you said tea and white rabbit. I was just waiting.
At least I didn't give him a waistcoat.
No, I don't know what it is. I think it was as soon as he jumped up, I just thought, hang on, this guy seems a bit jittery. He's got a hat. There's a rabbit.
Very excitedly jumps up and go, oh, you're just in time for tea.
He's Welsh too, as well.
Yeah, let's...
Oh! Do you have beer?
No, just tea. Got lots of different types. You've got nettle tea, you've got some Darjeeling somewhere.
Alcoholic tea?
No, sadly not.
Well,
Sorry,
Come, sit.
Cannot think of Welsh accents without thinking of that horrible Doolittle movie. With, God.
Probably haven't seen it.
Oh, honestly, it's awful. I was hoping it'd be a lot better. And we've got Robert Downey Jr.
That one, yeah.
Even though he's done a British accent in Sherlock.
British accent wasn't too bad in Sherlock.
Yeah,
it's like a Victorian English accent, though, so he's quite different.
They have him do a Welsh accent, which is horrible and does not suit him. It almost looks dubbed. I'd say it's that bad. But sorry, yeah.
What brings you to these neck of the woods?
We're looking for a way to revive a friend of ours that has died. if you could help
Friend?
us.
Oh, they're in the cart, yes?
Yeah.
Aye.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. What do you think, Rabbit? And he seems to be like, you can't hear this rabbit talking. It doesn't talk. It's a rabbit. It is literally just a rabbit.
Wait. Maybe we got this wrong. Maybe it's not Wonderland, but he's Red Wonderland, and he's high as fuck.
Or suffering from mercury poisoning.
Is he like a mad version of Honey? No.
He's not called the Mad Hatter for nothing.
Yeah, I know, but like...
This guy, you can see, this guy is batshit crazy. He's fucking insane. He's having a conversation with the rabbit, and the rabbit is just sat there. It's probably nibbling on some grass or something like that, or a leaf growing out of the table. But he's just sat there, and he's going, "What do you think, Rabbit? Time? Time might help them. Yes, time might be useful. I doubt you're getting convince them to change it, but yes, time. Yeah, time. I think. Shall I tell him? I tell him time. Aye. It's a vindictive brute, that one.
What?
A vindictive brute time? Was it like to kill him once?
He's just turned Scottish now.
I know.
Oh, is it like the Johnny Depp version? Or he just suddenly goes into Scottish. Brilliant. So, where do we find time?
Time usually will be in here, the Eternal Castle.
Where's that?
It is. I can give you rough directions to it. It's to the northeast. I would be wary of him. Like I say, he's a vindictive brute. That one. Like I say, I killed him once. Now I'm stuck.
Killed him once.
Aye.
An immortal?
He's a very powerful archfey.
So he's a brute.
Because I'm not very good at a Scottish accent.
I just say, oh, aye, every now and again, it should help.
I do, yeah. I'm not bad, but it's a bit mixed.
Right.
You can kill his you can kill his physical form, but time is constant.
Aye.
He's a very powerful archfey.
So, if you killed him, why would he be helpful to us? Surely he'll just try to kill us.
I doubt he would be helpful to you. I would recommend that you search out the chronosphere.
And this rabbit told you all of this, aye?
Oh no, I know this myself. I'm going Welsh again now.
So I go on to a chronosphere. What? Just point me in a direction and tell me who to speak to.
Well, the chronosphere is a very powerful artifact that allows the user, the wielder, to control and vary the flow of time. It could be directed at your friend to reverse time and bring him back to life.
Might work.
I could use it for you. It takes an extreme amount of control and energy to do it. If you brought it back here, you could leave your friend with me, brought it back here, and I could perform a ritual to revive him.
I'm curious if he's talking.
And how long would that take?
I mean, it depends. I would have thought the ritual itself would have take about an hour.
I'm curious if he's talking complete bollock.
You can do an insight check if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, at very least to see if he's just talking absolute twaddle or if there's actually some sense in his madness.
Anyone can roll an insight check. See if
I don't know.
he's just spouting bollocks. No, he seems to be like, whilst what he's talking about sounds weird, strange, and bizarre, he seems utterly convinced. He seems to be being open, honest. His body language is being very open and honest with you. So it seems as though he believes that this is a very sort of prudent option to go down. But again, to you guys, it sounds a little bit fantastical, even for D&D.
Yeah. Can we potentially trust him with Vine? Because obviously, burying a cart around is probably not very useful.
Hang on. Oh, he'll be fine. What do you think? I'm going to eat him?
I don't know, to be completely honest.
Oh, no.
You'll have a barmy.
No, he'll be fine with me. I'll look after him. Although, you know, he would make a very good pie.
I can tell you one thing, he ain't very tasty. Trust me.
If you do that, I will drag you. If you do that, we will not be particularly too happy about that.
My dear human, I wouldn't dream of it.
Thank you.
Alright. So, where would we find the chronosphere?
Well, the chronosphere would be in the Vault of Eternity. So, you would head to the northwest of it, so northeast of here.
Alright.
I would be careful though. The parts of the Feywild have been a little bit strange as of late. Some things have been a little bit twisted and warped. So I'd be cautious. And I certainly would avoid following the directions of a I know not his name, but it is a spirit. It often takes the form of a grey cat.
Okay, so ignore the advice of any grey cats we find along the way.
Got it. Just one more question. Do you know the tale of the Jabberwock?
The Jabberwock? Is this some other fey beast? I haven't experienced this before.
Oh, come on! He can't have me mad happy about the Jabberwocky poem. Oh, I was hoping you'd have that.
Not the same.
Oh, I was what was it? It was brilliant.
D&D.
No.
And the purple blade went snicker snack.
Oh, fucking love that poem. Beware the Jabberwock, my son.
Beware the Jabberwock, my son.
Brilliant. Well, I'm disappointed. I was hoping you might have that. No worries.
I can't add the Jabberwock in. That's a step. I don't want to steal things. Not
necessarily have the Jabberwock, but like the poem of the Jabberwock.
Oh, I've got. Yeah, don't you worry. I've got a few things. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. I always do. You know me.
Sky Fugel.
Making enough alterations that copyright law doesn't really apply.
Yes, we do not want to be infringing copyright law at the moment. So, are you just heading out then? Yeah.
Aye.
You leaving Vine with the? You haven't even asked his name yet, actually.
Oh yeah. What is your name?
It's Karab.
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 Karab?
C-A-R-A-B.
Karab.
Karab.
Well, nice to meet you. We'll be back in time for tea.
In time for tea? Of course. It's always time for tea here. Like I say, be careful. Watch out for time. He's very vindictive. Like when I killed him, I got stuck. For me, time doesn't flow. It is always 6 p.m. for me.
Always time for tea.
Always time for tea.
I've heard very few rumors mainly from the old from the old courts that some magic users have found ways to cause temporal effects.
Oh no, the timekeeper. His full title is he's a very powerful archfey who governs time.
Do you have a pocket watch, by any chance?
No, pocket watch. What's a pocket watch?
Ah.
It's a
Not his
little
pocket
device
watch
that
anyway.
allows...
It's the fucking rabbit's pocket watch.
Oh, that's true. I was hoping he might have like a broken
It's-
clock or something that makes him think it's always 6 p.m.
It's a device that allows one to keep track of time using a mechanism that sort of like that keeps track of time.
Oh, no use for me then.
Yeah.
No use at all.
Alright, I'm losing a few brain cells I have left. Let's go!
Yeah, this conversation is just kind of like, for you, again, this dude is fucking nuts. He will very often just like stop talking to start talking to the rabbit.
What's
What do you
his
think
name?
would happen if you told him that you died?
No, we are not doing that.
Okay.
I died.
Fuck.
Blank. You know the drill. Even in the Feywild. Yeah, even in the Feywild.
Okay.
That sounded interesting.
Also
No,
me.
I had to decide that on the spot. It would still be in the Feywild.
Fair enough.
Also, I'm blank as well.
You would be
What's the
blank at
rabbit's
that point
name?
as well, yeah. Name? He's just rabbit. He's a rabbit,
looks
you
it.
fool.
It looks very tasty. Do you want to eat
Oh,
him?
don't you dare.
Well, I won't eat
Don't
your
even
rabbit
think
if you
about
don't
it.
eat our bird. Deal?
I've already told you I'm not going to.
Alright, let's go. Thank
Okay.
you.
He directs you, following the directions that Karab has given you. You wander through the jungle, and again, everything around you is just more than normal. Even your emotional response to things seems to be dialed up.
Oh, that's not good for Ragnar.
So everything just seems a little bit skewed. So everything is just vibrant, bright, noises seem to be more melodic and louder than normal. Just everything is more. Loads more. And you keep wandering through. Somebody roll me a D100.
Who's feeling lucky?
Oh.
Hey, Jinx! Not that fun.
Excuse me. You're safe for now.
58.
You are safe for now.
Phew.
Not 58, it looks cocked to me.
It's fine. Just shush. It's
It
fine.
looks like 78.
It does look like 78 to me, but it's decided 58, so we're going with 58.
Oh.
You are fine for now. You wander through the jungle, through the Feywild, until you get to a great sort of marble stone. It almost looks like the entrance to a crypt would look, but it's not as like ominous or morbid looking as a crypt would be. But it's a great big stone entrance that appears to lead downwards. And you can see off in the distance a similar castle jutting out over a cliff. And it almost seems to be floating in space above a cliff. Connected by a very sort of relatively narrow looking bridge to it.
Oh yeah, something I've noticed about the Fae with the hat. It kind of reminds me of back home. Hat makers are of a similar persuasion.
What do you mean?
So I'm talking character.
How do you mean?
So like they're a bit crazier out of character. In real life, sort of hat makers made hats using mercury and suffered mercury poisoning.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. See where you're going with that. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
It just seems insane. It's like much more than normal. Like normal insanity, you'd expect somebody to be just a little bit kooky, a little bit crazy. He was just batshit fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like those hat makers, but turned to 11.
He just wasn't. He wasn't. He's not like a few marbles short of a set. He's like all of the marbles are gone. All of the marbles have been thrown into the pits of Infernus.
It's negative marbles.
Yeah.
One sec, he's
lost someone else's marbles.
Right.
He's that insane.
I love it.
But he's directed you, from his directions, you follow the way through to the Vault of Eternity, which, this entrance, this great big sort of like white marble entrance, it is what you are sort of met with. What would you like to do?
Well, go in.
You gonna go in?
Also, I've done research and rabbits can't drink brew tea, so we need to save that rabbit.
Oh no. He's gonna be dead when we go back.
Have you literally got away and researched that?
They can drink some kinds of tea, like they can drink green tea, but not like iced or brewed tea. That was an article.
we're gonna go back to him crying as his friend is dead.
God.
But
I can't believe you went and
also,
researched
didn't you
that
say
shit.
that like the rabbit was like made of crystal?
No, I didn't. I said that his fur glittered as though it had crystals.
It's just a very white rabbit. I think is what you meant to say. Like,
It's actually it's an homage to the White Queen, because in the original description in Lewis Carroll's book, the White Queen had hair which appeared to be made out of white crystals.
yes, I appreciate the nods to
I have done my
Yeah.
research.
Oh.
I have done my research. I even watched Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Which one?
I came up with this idea in the back of the ambulance and just went, shit, yes. I just went, I am doing this. Fucking brilliant.
I love it. Alright, now speaking of which, I want to experience this more. Let's go.
No, we're going
Let's go!
in.
Yeah.
But bear with it. This is quite a big map, so it might take a second or two.
Yeah.
And of course, I've got my dynamic lighting going.
What was Malaya thinking of all of that? Malaya was noticeably silent.
But well, Malaya was Malaya's more sort of like looking after Vine more than anything else, because she's an NPC. Unless she's spoken to, she doesn't really speak. So he's sort of just like looking around, a little bit nonplussed, going, "He's fucking insane. I don't know what to do here. I'm just gonna let them talk."
Wait, shouldn't Ragnar be in front? That doesn't seem normal.
Well, I mean, you guys all file out into this, down the stairs, into this main room. And it's dominated by a statue. And the statue, it just seems to depict a human with a sword sat atop skulls. And it seems to depict almost like the passage of time. Because in one arm, a human is holding a child, a baby. And then there's the adult sat on the throne with a sword in the other hand. And then below him is a pile of skulls. So it appears to be depicting sort of like the progression of time for humanoid beings. You can see in front of you, or in this room, there is a room across to the west, and there is a room across to the east. The room that you are in is currently lit by braziers that seem to be sort of like crackling with an ever-burning. There's seemingly no fuel for these braziers. They just seem to be burning. So you suspect clearly magical in origin there. But you can either head west or you can head east. Both seem to lead into larger rooms with pillars in. But apart from that, what you can see is what you can see. So, off you go.
I think Ragnar. We should go in the direction of Ragnar.
Totally up to you
Ragnar should
guys.
always go first.
Okay.
And we'll just follow Ragnar.
It's not just non-distinct, right? Both both ways?
They both look relatively similar. I think you can see what you can see, really. To the one to the west, you can see like peaks of bookshelves. And there seems to be a lectern at the far end you can just about see. If you're heading across to the east, which is where Ragnar is, it seems to be, from the sort of the glances through that you can see, it seems to be almost like a gallery. You can spot paintings on the walls, and you can see sort of like tables with statues and bits of art on.
Oh, anything... Oh, I was about to say anything of value that we would take.
You don't know until you go and have a closer look, really. So, where are you
Let's
going?
go.
Going in there? Hang on. I am just very quickly...
I don't like how closed in this all is, Owen.
Ashley, I'm going to give you Malaya. So just you can control Malaya for the time being. So she will sort of like stick close to you, really. So as you start filing into this room, you can see, like I said, it's very much a gallery. There's great big pillars holding the ceiling up, and there are 3 paintings across the walls. You can have a closer look. There are tables around. On each table, there appears to be something slightly different. The ones in front of you, you can see there is a statue. The one to the sort of on the southwest is a statue of a lady, arms out, looking up into the sky, almost as though looking at a. Looking up in belief of like faith and stuff like that, and you can see 3 sort of like coloured globes floating in the sky above her. No, sorry, that's the statue. Never mind. The statue doesn't have those 3 glowing orbs. It just seems to be staring up into the sky. The one on the northeast, so the top right, is a male figure who seems to be holding it looks like a cross in his hands. Otherwise, there is a vase on the table, which, if you were to have a look at it and have a look over it, it looks like a very expensive, intricately carved vase. It's made out of ceramics and is inlaid with gold. You would guess, guesstimate, it's worth about 250 gold. There is
said this was a crypt, right?
Sorry?
You said this was a crypt.
No, I said the entrance looked like the entrance to a crypt, but it wasn't a crypt. It was the similar sort of design to a crypt entrance would be. You remember Karab describing this as the Vault of Eternity.
As tempting as it is,
I'm feeling like if we take any one of these things, we're fucked.
I think we are.
They don't seem to be. I mean, you can have a closer look. You can do some investigations if you want.
Is there any like pressure pads or anything?
Yeah, make an investigation check if you want to look for any that like traps and stuff like that.
Although, admittedly, this feels like this feels like a bit more than just dungeon delve looting. It feels like this is more owned, if that makes any sense. Could we gather that from just looking at things and the state of...
Roll me an insight check.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're looking for traps, roll me an investigation, but tell me what you're doing. So I can
I'm going to look for traps.
I'm going to do an insight check.
You're going to do an insight check?
Yeah,
Ragnar, are you doing an insight check as well?
Yep, that was my insight check there.
Oh, god damn.
You gotta be kidding me.
So, DC, you can't see anything?
I will look for a trap as well.
You're going to look for traps as well. So, from your insight check, this just seems to be, like, out on display.
Okay.
Same for both you, Simon and Ragnar, but all of this just looks like it's almost been put out on display. Not necessarily like... Somebody clearly owns it, but who, you don't know. But it all just seems to be like displayed, almost like it would be in a museum.
Is it dusty? Or are they...
No.
Is it all clean?
It's all clean.
Okay. I don't
Everything
think
in this place seems to be clean. There are no cobwebs on the walls. There's
I
nothing.
could probably.
And the ceiling is a good 30 feet high, by the way.
All right. In that case, I'd probably say, in my character's perspective, if I can tell it looks like it's owned, not like it's been like abandoned, like crypt, I wouldn't personally take it.
I mean, it doesn't look necessarily like it's owned. It just seems to be there. Doesn't look like it's been put there for a specific reason. Let's put it that way. It just seems to be there on display.
Are there any signs of aging, like dust?
No.
Oh.
Okay, let's. I reckon.
There's no cracks on the ground.
If it turns out no one owns all this, we can always come back and take it.
Yeah.
I think it'd be better to be polite to whoever owns the area.
So where Seldisa is, you can see slightly different. There's another vase, but this one seems to be almost as though it's from a different time period. I'll get to where you are in a minute, Seldisa. Don't move through those. I'll get to where you are in a second. The vase to the sort of like top left looks like it's almost as though it's like from a different time period. So whereas the one over where Malaya is stood looks very reminiscent of like a Ming Dynasty vase. Excuse me. This one looks Grecian. Obviously, think D&D twist.
Also, quick question: are we going to take a break?
Oh yes, we will do a break. Let me finish describing this room, and we'll go on a break after that. Top right, there is an obsidian statue of a what appears to be a demon, but what the demon is, you're not quite sure. It just seems to be a demonic figure. It doesn't seem like it's designed specifically around something. It's just a demonic-looking figure.
So there's nothing about it we recognise that we could potentially rack our brains for?
No, not really. Because it's not. It doesn't look like it's been specifically designed. It just looks to be a figure. Oh, I also forgot the rock back on the other side as well.
Yeah.
Is it's a dark grey stone with veins. It's not obsidian. It's just very dark grey, or a bit like basalt.
Okay.
Not quite obsidian, but basalt.
Like volcanic rock.
A little bit, yeah. And it's intertwined with a red sort of ore, by the looks of it. So that's that stone. There is a suit of armor where Sarman is standing.
Very beautiful armor.
It is a very intricate, very beautiful looking set of full plate, made out of a black metal.
Very interesting.
Can I investigate it?
You can. Let me describe the room. Just keep a hold of that thought, because I am conscious that we do need to go for a break. 5 minutes, because we've been going for a while. There is also another statue made out of the same sort of like sandstone material as the other two, but this one appears to just be stood holding a book. There is also, moving around the room, looking around, there's also 3 paintings.
Right, you mentioned that earlier, yeah.
Yeah, so there's 3 paintings hanging on the wall. One depicts a set of scales. One side has a humanoid figure on it, but the other side has a silhouette of a humanoid figure that appears to just be standing there.
Perfectly balanced.
It is perfectly balanced, yeah.
I'm thinking immediately life and death.
It's just a silhouette. That's it. That's the one behind Ragnar, so that's this one up here. Okay, this one up here is again a silhouette. So an open silhouette of another humanoid figure, but above it are 3 glowing orbs that seem to be radiating different coloured light. The first one is yellow. The middle one is blue. And the final one, this is going from left to right, is red.
So, give her colours again?
So first one is yellow,
Yellow.
middle is blue,
Red.
and then the last one is red. The other painting, this one down here, is this one is of it appears to be two people working together on something. The one with the scales. Sorry, I've got this a little bit muddled up. The one with the scales didn't have two people. It had a silhouette of a humanoid figure, and it had a clock. Almost looks like a grandfather clock. That's what I'm talking about, getting muddled.
This is the puzzle.
This one has another silhouette. The silhouette this time appears to be holding something. But the line of what it's holding goes down to a stone block in the floor, almost as though it's a mechanism somehow. And then the other figure, because there is two figures in this one, he's standing on the other side of a window on a stone tile. That's it. Seldiso, where you are, across to the east over here, there is a great big stone door. And down here, there is a set of metal bars. And if you can look down that corridor, and you can see more sets of sort of like iron metal bars peeking through. But there doesn't seem to be a way of opening these, from what you can see. With that,
there's 3 sets of bars.
If that's what you can see, that's what you can see.
Okay.
With that, we'll take a 5-minute break, I think.
Okay.
So it's kind of 1:45 now. If we go till 10:02.
Sounds good.
Go make a cup of tea, stuff like that, and then we can crack on back and see if you can solve what puzzles there are in the Vault of Eternity.
Sounds good. Right.
Cool, right.
Okay.
We'll be back in a few minutes. We'll be back about 10:02. Stay tuned, and then we'll see what they figure out.
else matters, only us. And they will raise our towers and spit upon our names, and the ravens back over the fields of ash will whisper our tales of shame. So let it all burn down around us. Let the cool consume the just. Let the sin we swim in drown us. Let the world shatter into dust. Nothing else matters, only us. Through river, root and stone, the distant call of home. So far yet always with us, inside our hearts and bones. No breath or sphere or white mountains sheer can quell the call of home. There is no heart that is quite as bright as a flame that flickers free. Though many roads lay outside of my door, there is but one that calls to me. Lord, I walked away, Lord, with heart of flame that flickers free. Through river, root and stone.
Hello, we are back. They are well and truly loving their trip down the rabbit hole so far, and they have just encountered a quick puzzle, or what they believe to be a puzzle. So, we shall see whether or not they can figure it out. So I'd left you with your break pondering a few bits and pieces. So what would you like to do, gentlemen?
I wish to investigate that suit of armor.
Suit of armor? No,
Yeah.
like I say, it seems to be just a suit of armor. It doesn't seem to be anything particular. It doesn't have any magical connotations to it. It's just made out of a black metal, and it is full plate armor.
Wait.
Is it real full plate?
Yeah.
Like, if I put that on, I would have. Well, to be fair, with my DC right now, I'd probably be no different.
It's full plate armor. But you would know, if you're wearing full plate armor, you would have disadvantages to things like stealth.
Well,
Are you even proficient in full plate, in heavy armor?
Oh no, I don't. don't
You're
want it
not.
anyways. My armor class is better without, because of my unarmored defense.
Yeah.
So you say this suit of armor is completely black?
No,
Or
it's
made
not
of black metal?
completely black. It's made out of black metal,
Oh.
but it has like gold filigree.
Okay. I was wondering if that could have been something similar to the silhouette that we saw.
No, so the armor is full sized.
Okay.
The paintings,
Question.
the silhouettes are only about maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet tall.
Ah, damn.
I know we.
I want to switch 2 of the statues.
Yeah, you can
I was
just
going
pick
to say
them up.
before. I was just
Yeah,
checking
so
to
I
see-
switched that statue with that statue. This one and
Nothing happens.
this one.
Nothing
I was
happens.
gonna say before that. Can I just check to see? I know we were checking for traps earlier. Can we see if there's any like pressure plates or system that make it seem like some sort of inputs to a puzzle?
You can roll me an investigation check if you like. Yeah, you're looking for pressure plates where?
On the pedestals, around the pedestals, but basically anywhere these things are on display,
On the
Any sort of
on the tables.
on the tables, the suit of armor, the paintings, basically the room's checking for inputs for the puzzle.
Okay.
Is that fair enough?
Yep, go for it.
My rolls are doing alright today.
Nothing
Not bad.
you can see that is any sort of like mechanisms. There's no mechanisms like pressure plates on the tables. You look across the edges of the paintings. The paintings don't seem to be like you can move them. They're not connected to the walls by like a wire or anything like that. There's nothing, no mechanical triggers as far as you can see.
So you said we can move the paintings. off
I
the
wish
wall,
to investigate
You
the
can, yeah.
stone door.
So the stone door appears to be just a stone door.
Wait, door! No, okay. I know it's stone.
It's just a stone door. It's a plain marble door.
Ragnar, do you want to try and open it?
I wasn't going to kick it.
You were trying to say something before anyway, Squishy. What did you want to do to the paintings?
You said we can take them off the wall, right?
No, you
Is there
can't
anything behind
take them off
Can't.
the wall, but they are not
Okay.
attached to the wall per se. So you can't like physically take them up and put them up because they are wall height.
Okay.
Well, not wall height. They're maybe like 10 feet tall. So they are big. So you can't like pick them up and move them around. But they don't like you can like shift them a little bit and have a look behind them. It just seems
Yeah.
to be wall.
Okay.
But you can't like take them down off the wall.
Do the frames seem particularly thick anywhere, and
Nope.
anywhere I can maybe move the painting part forward so I can see in the frame? No. Okay.
You're trying to look. What? How do you mean
Like,
in
so-
the frame?
As in, like behind the picture, but in the frame.
I wish
Quite
to
sure how you
move
want.
the statues. I wish to move the statues a bit more.
However you move the statues, nothing happens. Tell you that now.
I'm
Okay.
just thinking, is there anything behind the actual picture itself, not the painting?
What the
Behind
actual
the
like?
canvas.
No, nothing.
Okay.
Like I say, you can shift it and you can look behind the canvas, the painting, and it's just wall.
No, not the whole thing together, but as in like, I know like some paintings have like a wooden back to it, and you. Can
Oh,
put
you want to look
painting
at the back of the canvas?
at the back of the canvas, or where the inlet is inside of the frame.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
How
I
about we?
can try
How about
opening
we
the door.
check the west side to see if we find anything new?
Once I've tried opening the door, yes.
You can try. You want to open the door?
Trying open the door, yes.
Okay. The door opens.
I wasn't nervous that time.
Just a handle. Door opens.
Okay.
Well, fuck.
Malaya, what's your take on this, by the way?
Malaya is just kind of just like she's just following behind you. Really, she doesn't really have any inputs. This is all very. It's a strange place. It just seems to be. I don't know. I don't quite know how to describe it. It seems to be just like a almost like a place, a storage place, really. That's all
Thank you.
I really have. It just seems to be like storage. I can't really see anything. These paintings seem a little bit bizarre with those silhouettes, but I would have thought they'd need to be filled in. But apart from that,
The silhouettes on all the paintings, right?
yeah, they're empty silhouettes.
On every painting. What are the shapes of
painting.
silhouettes again?
So, painting up here,
Yeah.
just leaving the door open, yeah?
Shut it.
You're gonna shut it. Hang on.
Painting up here is the balanced scales, right?
It's the balanced scales. One has a grandfather clock on one side, and the other side has an empty silhouette of a person standing. Just standing there. They don't appear to be doing anything particularly. They just seem to be standing there.
And this painting?
That one is the figure that appears to be stood looking upwards, arms sort of slightly outstretched,
So
with
quite
the
like
three
this
orbs.
statue. Right?
Yeah, potentially. It could. You think it might sort of like align a little bit?
Okay. Is this
So
like
the
Resident Evil
three
Shadow
glowing
Puzzle?
orbs above them? The first one is yellow, second one is blue, third one is red.
Okay. This one had a silhouette of what?
So that had two silhouettes. One was filled in, and that was a person stood at the other side of a glass window on a stone tile on the ground. And the other silhouette was somebody holding something sort of fairly long that connected to the ground.
Maybe the silhouettes are stand-ins for
But it's
us,
empty.
and
Possibly.
they're like solutions to puzzles we'll find in this.
What was this statue
Lab-
again?
So the three statues, if we want to look at them again,
Yeah.
the one over here is of a woman. She is standing. She's staring up into the sky, arms outstretched. The one that you are looking at currently is a silhouette of a man, or a man, I should say, not a silhouette because it is a statue. It's a man holding a long cross.
That sounds like what would be related to here then.
It's a bit like a long
Basically.
staff.
And yeah,
And the other one is a figure stood there holding a book.
Good. Holding a book. Okay. My intuition for this is this lady has got to do this because I think Owen actually did a Freudian slip earlier about the orbs. So that's related to that. And this is related to that. And this is related to that. Beyond that, I'm not sure.
I mean, I can't think of any other way of like having them be integrated rather than smashing the statues into the paintings.
Do they seem
Sorry, hold on.
statues?
Ollie, what are you trying to do? Did you say you were going to try and put one of the statues in a painting?
I think it's just smash. I was.
No,
thinking
no,
that,
no. Yeah. Just putting it in, but I don't think that there would be any way of doing it. Well, to be fair, this is a pretty magical world.
Is that what you want to do?
I want to try
Yes.
lining them up against the silhouettes, essentially.
Hold on. Salmon picks up one of the statues. Which one are you doing?
I'll try the woman.
You're going to do the women. Okay, so that's the one to the north. Up here.
Yep,
And you're just going to try and place it and position it on the painting, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm scared now.
As soon as the statue touches the canvas, it phases through.
Hey! Yes! Oh, big brain!
And you can place the statue where the silhouette was. As soon as you let it go, it stays there, and suddenly colours start appearing on the surface of the statue, almost as though brushstrokes painting colours into it. Her skin starts turning pale, her hair is long, flowing and red, her robes are a purple lined with black.
We're contributing to art.
Nice.
Also,
I'll take.
hold on.
Ooh.
You hear a grinding noise
That'll be
from in the distance.
Iron bars. Awesome. Okay. I want to pick up the statue in front of me and do the same thing to the painting below me.
Painting below you, same thing happens for you. So this, you place the statue inside the painting, and colour starts flowing into it. And the painting now seems to depict that this figure is pulling on a lever. Again, you hear a grinding noise.
Now we need to think of the.
So, Dissa, do you want to do a third one?
Yeah, I'll do the final one.
The final statue of the man holding onto the book standing there. Place it in.
What?
Phases through again. And again, you hear a grinding noise.
Oh.
I'm just gonna have a look and.
You can
Are the
now
iron bars
notice that the bars that were blocking the route to the south have now retracted into the floor. And you suspect that might be what the grinding noise was.
Cool, that was it.
Yay!
Yay! My brain was clever. Associated things.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I
Let's
put me
go
in
through.
XP for that as well. Because we were so clever.
I know I left.
But I'll save that to the end. What's this thingy? Is that just a light?
It's a lamp. Yeah, it seems to be like in the previous room there was candles on candlesticks and lamps on like metal posts. Down these corridors, the lamps seem to be hanging off of the walls.
Come on, right now.
I'm checking my meeting something. Sorry.
Ah,
You can use your mouse
Right.
keys to move, you know.
Mouse keys?
Yeah, you should be able to. Oh no, yeah, it's because I haven't turned grid on, so no, you can't. Don't like the grid.
What's this place?
Hold on, I'm just gonna wait for people to file in. I'm presuming you want to file in. You've left Malaya
yeah.
behind. There we go. So, this room. There is another set of iron bars to the south. Now, it's similar, same sort of iron bars as you've seen in the rest of the corridor, made out of the same sort of metal. This room is slightly different, however. It has a long stone table. And an awful, kind of a little bit like almost looks a little bit like an altar, but it's not quite. There's no religious markings on it. There's nothing to denote it being a religious altar. But it's a nice long stone table, and on each of the corners you can see that there is. It almost looks like a goblet, but not quite. It appears to be something that you can place something into. It's a receptacle of sorts, but it looks a little bit like a goblet. But it's faceted. It's not like rounded off. It's faceted. Like a gemstone.
But it looks like something can go inside of it.
It looks like you could place something into the opening at the top. Like if it was a goblet where you would put the water or wine into.
Okay.
But it looks like you can place something in there. That's it. That's the room.
I think we should continue back just to see.
Continue back, you mean revert back?
Yeah, sorry, revert back. Bad with words. Let's just go back and just.
You're gonna go back?
Yeah, come back when we find something.
How
that
big
might
are the holes?
They're not big. They're not huge. Sorry. But they're sort of reasonably big. They may be size of your fist.
What? Yeah, I was going to say. What?
How about we try and put the vases in this?
I've only got 2 vases. I think those would be too big if I was saying it's the size of your fist.
Yeah, it's not massive. The vases were much bigger than that.
Okay.
Could you say it's almost like pole sized, like diameter?
What sized?
Like almost like a bit of a pole, like a. It's something that you just about hold in your hand.
Pole? Like
Pole or
a
like
stick
like
pole?
Yeah, like a stick pole. That's what I mean.
No, it's bigger than that.
Bigger
So
than that. Okay.
Like an apple. Size of an apple, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But it's
Right, now let's
like I
have a
say, it's faceted. So it's not rounded or anything like. It's faceted.
Like orbs could
Right,
go in
now
there.
let's go and have a look
No,
and see
not
what was
orbs.
behind that stone door.
Okay.
Like it looks like the point of. Do you know the Chaos Emeralds?
Yes. Oh, so
Best
it's
way for me
like
to describe it.
like gemstones essentially, like to go in
Yeah.
there. Okay, I get you now. I get you. All right.
That's why. And you would probably, as a dwarf, you would probably know that it's the shape of a cut gemstone.
Oh, that is true. Actually, I probably should have checked that. With my
Yeah.
bone. Fair enough. That makes sense.
So you're going to reopen the door, yeah?
Yeah. Can we just make sure it's make a cursory look inside?
So inside, you can see a great big pedestal with what appears to be cogwheels on top of it.
Yeah.
Now, as you go into this room, I have left things open, but please don't move past the bars to the north and south.
That's fine. I won't.
I have left things open so you can see through, because you could see through these, but they are blocked. So please don't move through them. Okay, you're all filing into the room, yeah?
Yep.
Are you leaving the door open, or are you closing it?
Let's leave it open now.
You can leave it open. Okay. So the bars are still there. You can't move past them. Okay. And whatever this in the centre of the room is, it doesn't seem to be doing anything at all.
Can we try and?
You can try and move it. No matter how hard you try, it does not move.
I wish I had a closer look at it.
Yeah, okay. I'm not going to make you make a check for it. It appears to be a cogwheel. But it has two stages to it. So it has a cogwheel on the top, and then a larger cogwheel below it. You can see it from the image. On the top cogwheel, there are 6 points, or 6 orbs, so semi-orbs, like pointing out the top of it, of a slightly clear material.
Four orbs.
6.
6.
Yep.
Clear.
Semi-clear. Not like fully clear, semi-clear.
Okay.
Like amber.
Translucent then.
Yeah, translucent, that's the word.
What is their size? That we can see.
Not big. They're about the size of a golf ball, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Then I don't think they're the sort of thing would be fitting.
Nah.
They're also rounded as well, so they don't look like
Yeah.
they would fit into the holes. There's also 6 of
Okay.
them.
I'm very
yeah.
nervous to do this, but I think maybe we should try the door. Because Owen sort of gave us a hint in that regards.
You're going to shut the door. Yeah?
Yeah.
Should we put it to a vote? Are we all happy to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Everyone roll me
Initiative.
initiative, please.
Seriously?
Ah,
Wow, shit.
fuck.
Already?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Put your initiatives in.
Compass
I'll
back
roll
is
one
skewed.
from Malaya.
It takes me like a good solid 10 seconds to like scroll up and down.
It's a big
Oh,
map,
no.
yeah. It's a big map. Malaya got... Oh, blimey, she's got good bonuses, but she rolled really shit.
Can't be very good.
She's got
For us,
plus 4 to her
how-
initiative.
No, I mean, it can't be very good us being an initiative in this such small environment.
So, as the door clicks shut behind you,
Bars,
you
eh?
hear the cogwheel in front of you start ticking. And the bottom cog starts moving round, clockwise. So you can hear the... as it starts ticking round. The bars to the north and south retract down into the floor. Sarmon, what would you
Okay.
like to do? We're in initiative, so this is all happening. Simon, what would you like to do?
Oh, okay. The bars have gone, so
Bars have dropped down, so you can now move to the rooms to the north and the south.
well. One sec, I need to measure this out. Yeah, I can definitely go there. I think I'm just going to move into this room, like,
Okay, move yourself in then.
yeah, move around the corner so that everyone else can come in if they want.
Okay. So the room opens up as a very large room. In the centre of the room is another large pedestal, similar to the one with the whatever mechanism in the first room was. But this one has almost like a pagoda on top of it. It's like a small pagoda with another similar-looking receptacle to the one on the table.
Also, as a action, I can make my flamethrower eldritch cannon that I'll just put by my side, my little buddy.
You want to bring your cannon in? Okay.
Yeah, I can make him go quite far away. He's my little buddy. I like him.
Copy him across for you. Having the same problem, I'm like scrolling along.
Question: If I'm just curious about this. If I know we're in initiative, but
Yeah.
our characters wouldn't necessarily know we're in initiative.
Oh yeah.
No, you wouldn't necessarily know you're in initiative at this point.
So,
All that's happened is that cogwheel has started ticking.
Yeah, I'm
So
just
I'm
curious.
running this in initiative, but
Ooh.
Yeah.
you wouldn't know you're in
Okay.
initiative, so just behave how you would normally. Is that your
Okay,
turn
yeah,
done?
I probably wouldn't summon my eldritch cannon then.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought I'd just chip in on that. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't think we should-
was.
Yeah.
That was some
Yeah, I'm gonna put that
instinctive
up there.
metagaming.
That's fine, that's fine.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is because I said initiative. Remember, initiative doesn't necessarily mean combat.
okay.
Initiative
Could be
is
a
just
puzzle.
a method of me tracking stuff
Okay, makes
in
sense.
time. Is that your turn
Okay,
done? Is
yeah.
that what you would
Yeah,
do?
yeah, that's my turn.
time
Zeldisa.
puzzle or something.
I'm good. Did you say that there were 6 or gems sort of on it?
Yeah, it's not necessarily gems,
Not
but
gems,
just a
it's
translucent amber-like material.
Can I pick it up?
No, they are fixed in. You can try, but they are fixed in. I will say that trying to do that will take a bonus action. So you've got a movement and an action left.
I'm gonna move down and join Salmon.
Okay. Is that your turn done?
Yeah.
Ragnar.
The thing is, I'm seeing. Wait, can I see as far as I'm seeing upwards?
You can see as far as you can see upwards, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm thinking because I'm seeing like a gem or something like that on the pedestal. I kind of want to go the other way.
Okay.
I
you're
sort of
going to
mentioned
use your movement to go right the way up, yeah?
as much as I can. I also mentioned to the guys, hey, I'm seeing some gems stuffs up here.
Are
sure
you
you
going?
wanna go down
Are you
there?
dashing then?
We'll see.
Because you can use 25 feet of movement, and then you
Uh,
can use your action to go another 25 feet if you want. I did
Okay.
measure this out. You can get to that room with 50 feet.
Okay, cool. I will do so. I'll let them know of my intention.
Yeah.
And as I suspected.
That's your
Mr. Jensen,
movement and your action. You've got a bonus action if you want it, but I don't think there's anything you can do with that.
Okay. Wait, it was 25 feet to the room or into
No,
or in the
50
room?
feet is to the room. So you had to use your dash to get there.
So I couldn't be any further, right?
No.
This is all right. Fair enough.
Or
Obviously,
and maybe there's a little bit of leeway, but I think 50 feet got you to there. I think 55 was another step forward.
fair enough. Okay.
I think that's how I measured it.
What do I see?
You see, in this room, there are 3 very similar to the candlesticks that you've been seeing around this place, but they seem slightly different. So
What do I do again?
in the sort of the top where the candle would normally sit, you can see 3 gemstones on each one. Each one is a different colour: yellow, blue, and red, and you can see them in front of you.
That's the same colours as the lady.
oars.
top section as well doesn't seem to be completely connected to the rest of the candlestick. But you wouldn't be able to do anything unless you had a closer look.
Okay.
You didn't tell anything more. Malaya, trying to keep things even, will probably come and join Ragnar. She will probably shout down and say, I'm going to go with Ragnar just to make sure he doesn't get himself in trouble.
Okay.
This is actually a pretty good dynamic, like splitting up and looking for stuff.
Salmon.
It might go terribly, but I might
Good.
go. I might.
You could get ambushed.
Yeah, but I
What would you like to do, Sam?
I would probably think safety in numbers, because 2 ranged attackers won't really do too good against someone that's mostly close range.
It's an interesting split. What are you doing? Where are you going?
I think I'm going to try and join Ragnar, because I think if Dieter and I went
So
into combat,
if you want to dash, measure out 60 feet.
okay, so
I think 60 feet could probably get you into the large room below where Ragnar is.
okay, one sec.
Do you want me to put the grid on? Because that might make it easier.
60 feet can send me right to Malaya.
Put the grid on.
I think you got to
right
go
up to
around the
Malaya.
pedestal, though, right?
Yeah, you've got to go round. You can go diagonals.
Yeah,
You can go
wait,
diagonals. You don't have to go straight. You can't just walk through the pedestal.
Okay, yeah.
It's about as tall as you are.
Salmon might be
You can move
Okay,
diagonally 5 feet. That's fine. Sildisha, are you doing the same?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like we've wasted time. I still go the wrong way.
Move yourselves to 60 feet away from where you would be. 60 feet gets you to the end of the room behind Malaya, basically.
Yeah, 60 feet can send me there.
Yeah.
One sec.
Sildisha would be in a similar sort of position as well. Ragnar, your turn.
I want to get close to.
Yeah, you can move up. You've got plenty of space. Plenty of
Right,
movement.
so now I can get in for a closer look.
Yep.
Can you give me the rest of the information you probably were holding back?
What are you looking for? That's the question.
Can I take the gems? Is it possible to?
The
Are they
gems appear to
attached?
be fixed. They seem to be fused to the top of the candlestick.
Okay.
Candlestick
I
is
take
quite
the
tall as well. It's maybe 4.5, 5 feet tall. So
Can the
it's taller than
candlesticks-
you.
Can the candlesticks be removed?
No, they appear to be bolted to the ground. Like I say, the only thing that you can see upon closer inspection is that the top of these candlesticks seem to be slightly disconnected from the main sort of shaft.
Slightly disconnected. Can I try and pry on this?
You can't pry on it, but as you try, you notice that they twist.
Okay. Try to.
Which one are you doing it to? You're doing it to the blue one, yeah?
Yes. Would doing one of these be an action?
It would, because it's not smooth. It takes some
Okay.
effort to do it. So
Okay,
if
I
you want
also-
to twist the blue one,
Yep, I'll do that, and I suggest to Malaya and Simon. I hear them behind me. Hey, shall we grab these?
that's all you get out on your turn. So twisting it doesn't come loose, but you can twist it round, sort of, until... So you see how it's got the 2 crosses on it?
Yeah.
So the smaller sort of like spokes on the cross, at the top, you can twist it round so it lines up with the bottom, and you hear a click. As soon as you let go of it, it rotates back into its original position. Which one do you want Malaya to go to?
Yellow one. Is there any noticeable difference now it's done that? Or
None that you can see.
okay.
That's your turn done. Unless you want to move somewhere else.
I'll move out of the way so if anyone wants to try the blue again. Good.
Okay. You said to Malaya that you want her to go and do the yellow one, so Malaya will go and copy what you've done to the yellow candlestick. Also, the other two, as you walk through the first room, make me a quick perception check, and I'll come back to you in a second. Malaya will twist the yellow one. It will twist in position. As it does, the yellow gem will start to glow, and it will stay in that position.
Hey.
Zarman, you missed this, but Seldisa, you notice as you're moving past the pedestal with the cogwheels on it, one of the little gemstones, 1 out of 6 of them, started to glow. Very faintly.
What colour?
Started to glow. It's just an amber yellow. But you see this as you're moving past it, so you're running past it.
Quite literally, they're dashing.
Yeah, dashing past it.
Yeah. Okay.
Salmon.
Well, I can go right up to one of them. I think I'll go to the blue. Wait, no, red, and I'll try twisting that.
Okay. We're just going to do that to mark that it's lit. So you're going to go up to the red one, seeing what Ragnar has tried to do, and twist it round. You
Yes.
twist the red one round, it clicks into position, you hear the click, but does not stay, and the yellow one turns off and moves back into position. Seldisa.
Okay, I think I get it now.
I see. I saw that pagoda there, sort of glowing amber. So I think it's sort of like it goes amber first.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, just sort of inform them of what I saw.
Yeah, you can say that. You can't. None of you can reply because remember we're in initiative. You can't reply until your own turn. What do you want to do? So you've moved into the room. You've got plenty of movement left. You've only moved about 10 feet. So you've moved into this room. What do you want to do, Ashley?
I'm gonna go to the blue one and get ready to sort of turn it.
So you want to hold an action. So if you're holding an action, what's the trigger and what are you doing?
Okay, so it's when Malaya sort of turns her yellow one, I turn the blue one.
So you're waiting for Malaya to turn the yellow one, and then once she's done that, you're going to turn the blue one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, fantastic. So you hold your action. Ragnar.
I look at Sildissa, curious why he didn't just do the yellow one himself, and go to the yellow one and turn it.
Okay, I'll let your held action go off then there, Ashley, because it's... You did say Malaya turned it, but I will allow that. Ragnar will run up to the yellow one and turn it. It stays in position, and it starts glowing. Sildisa, you go to yours. You turn yours. It clicks into position, stays there, and starts glowing.
Okay, so I've moved 10 feet, right? So I can probably move...
You moved 15, actually. Because you were here.
What?
You were here.
Oh yeah, I was here, wasn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, so you've moved 15.
15, so I'll try and head myself back out to again.
You can move 10, yeah. Malaya will let you move past her.
And then I'll just say, I guess pull the red one and then let's leave the room.
Okay, so Malaya will move to the red one. I'm not going to move. It's Ashley, if you want to move her. Move her to next to Salmon.
Okay.
That's it. She will twist the red one. It will click into place and start glowing.
Hey.
And then she will just follow you guys out on her next turn. Salmon.
Okay.
Okay, I move past Ragnar. Ooh. No. 1 sec. So that was 5, 10.
I'm feeling godly today.
So I can do that without
You
dashing.
can see on the pedestal with the sort of like pagoda-y thing, there is now a clear diamond sat in the receptacle.
Oh, okay. So, no. Would picking it up be a action or a bonus action?
It'll be a bonus action. You can grab it with a bonus action because it's not like
Yeah.
the pedestals were hard to twist. So they were actually it required a little bit of effort to twist them round.
Probably would have taken 6 seconds. Done.
Yeah, they required
Yeah.
it was you because you were twisting a mechanism. So they required a bit of effort. This is just grabbing something. So to be honest, it would be a free action to be honest because you're just grabbing something.
Wait, so would I be able to grab it from here, or would I have to dash?
No, you're fine. You've only moved 25 feet.
Okay. Oh wait,
I
yeah.
think. You've got 30.
Oh yeah, so I can literally just there. So I can just
Yeah.
yoink
Well, you can
the
get to there in
diamond.
25 feet.
Oh yeah, but I'll just. Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just yoink the diamond.
Yeah, you pick it up. Is it?
Yeah.
Pick it up. You got it in your pocket.
Still got your
Yeah.
action.
Just there now.
That's a free action. You've still got an action and a bonus action.
Don't really have much I can think about that I can do.
Well, you
during
can
that.
see just because you can see it from that sort of like very
Yeah.
long spit that there is another room across to the east.
Ooh. I think I'll wait for the others though, to get here.
Saldisa.
Okay, I'm gonna follow Salmon.
Okay.
Turn end.
Ragnar.
Very curious why everyone's being overcautious.
Remember,
worried-
they don't know you're in initiative as well, so they're probably just like wandering around going, "Ooh,"
No, yeah, but I'm just waiting for the others so that
Yeah,
we can go into the
trying to
next
keep in a
room.
group
That
a little
works.
bit. 'Cause
Yeah.
you also don't
That
know
was,
where you're actually going.
Being 20
Remember
feet.
to right click, and then you can just place it and move around. Like
Yeah,
that.
just-
That's it.
Yeah, it is equal to the same amount.
Yeah, but it just means like I can see what route you're taking
Okay. Right, so
because
I'm
it's
just
not
gonna.
always the same.
So that was 20 feet, right?
It's 20
I'm
feet.
just
Yeah.
gonna go in.
Go in there. You can now see that there is a sort of an archway to the east. Malaya
Okay.
will just keep up with the rest of you.
I'm not done yet. I've still got my action.
Are you still going? Okay, keep going then.
Yeah. Feet. 15 feet out.
Okay. Wonderful. You get to there. You can see another one of these pedestals with a pagoda on top. Malaya's taken her turn. She will try and keep up with the rest of you. Okay.
Okay.
Salmon.
I am just going to move like this. So.
Yep.
And I move into the room. I can move. I'll move up here so the others can come in.
So again, same sort of thing, just a room. There's a room to the south this time. But I'll describe that a little bit more in detail if you want to go into it. Is that all you're doing? You're just using your movement to get to there? You're not using any actions or anything like that?
Hmm. Actually, I'm going to move down here.
Gonna move
And
down
now,
there?
that was my turn, yeah.
Okay, Saldisa.
Gonna follow them.
Just gonna follow him? You can get to there with your movement.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all you're doing?
Yeah.
Malaya will, again, keep up with you.
Yeah.
So she can move to just behind you, under that archway. That's her turn. Ragnar, what are you doing?
As a free action, I'm going to just prompt people. I feel like we could be going a bit faster than we are. I'm not sensing we're in as much danger. And then I'm just gonna
You can
move
just
in.
say that. They obviously can't reply until their turn.
Yeah. So 15 feet into the room. What do I see in here?
So this room, slightly different. It's a nice long room. In front of you there is a 20-foot long gap. And it drops down by about 40 feet. So there is a great big pit. On the other side of the room, you can see 2 separated sections. Each one has a lever in it. There is also 2 crystal glass windows, which you can see through. Now, when it comes to these windows, by the way, dynamic lighting doesn't have an option for window. So I've just left them empty. So don't move through those, please.
That's fine.
You'll be in the void.
Yeah, because they are solid glass. You can't walk through them.
Well, it's not that not gonna get there anyways, because it's a 40-foot drop.
It's a 40-foot drop down and a 20-foot wide gap.
Right. So no possible way of shimmying around by any chance that I can
Nope,
see.
it's the walls across the side are sheer.
Okay. Do the levers look like if they got shot with an arrow, they could be
No.
activated? Like
No, they are heavy-looking levers.
right. Okay.
You can see through the windows, because they are clear windows. You can see into another room, but you can see 2 stone tiles on the floor.
Right. Oh my god, this is like the paintings. Like, there's a guy with a long thing outside, and someone stood on a tile on the inside. So we just have the other thing up to the left. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay.
Is that your turn done?
Not quite. Am I seeing? I guess I can see this like this little opening right down here.
Yeah, it looks like there's an entrance to that room, to the south.
Okay. I'm gonna obviously.
You would imagine that the large room that you went through to get to this room is sort of mirrored on the opposite side.
Okay.
So
I'm
there's
gonna
a
head
large
back
room
out
there
the
and
room.
an entrance. Sorry?
Head back out the room. I'm gonna head back out the room. Give a. Can I give a brief description of what I saw? Or I'll
Very
say
brief. You've got for about. I'd give you 2 seconds to give it.
Big hole, not really passable. Go back.
Yeah. So you see Ragnar come back out of this room, going, "Go back, go back, go back, go back." Can't go through.
Okay. So that was. I think that was my movement. I can now use my action to go here. Here. Here.
Can't move through that pillar, so you can't go diagonal there. You have to keep going
that's
on
fine.
straight.
That's fine. So 15. Can I go here?
20. Yeah, you can go there. You just
Right,
can't move through those columns.
Alright. There we go. Bye bye.
Okay. Melee was catching up with you guys to see Ragnar then come running back round.
She's like trying to catch up.
Well, no, because she's not dashing. She's just wandering behind you. She's just following you around. She doesn't. The others don't seem to have a sense of urgency to them.
Wait, no, I
And
can't.
you can go diagonal.
Yeah. I'll just pretend that I did that.
To -5 feet off of that.
Yeah. So I can literally move. Oh, whoops.
You've got
Yeah.
30 feet as well.
Oh wait, no, that's inside Ragnar.
Alright.
Yeah, remember
I don't
you've
mind
also
being
got
cuddled.
30 feet of movement, Simon. Not 20.
30. I have 25.
He's got
'Cause I'm a
25.
dwarf.
You've got 30.
Yeah, I know, but I started about here.
You started here.
whoops. I did the drawing. Yeah. So it was
Yeah,
about
you started there.
5.
So 5. So, or you can go diagonally.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Yeah.
Actually, no, you can't because there's a wall in the way. Never mind. You're right.
No, so
25.
I
You can get to there. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
your movement.
uh,
Remember, you've got your action. You could take the dash action and move double your movement speed.
Yeah. What the hell? I'll do it.
Yeah.
So 1 sec. I'll just 1, 2, 3, 4,
Now, so
5.
as Seldisa has drawn attention to it, you walk past the pedestal with the cogs on, and now 5 of the little gemstones are lit.
5.
5 of them are lit.
Yeah, and my last build movement, I think, sends me here.
Okay, fine. So, Odisa?
I'm actually gonna have a look and see what Ragnar sort of ran away from.
Okay. I'm just going to get rid of Ollie's drawing. There we go. So again, for
Yeah.
you, it's just exactly the same. It's a long room with a 20-foot long gap, which drops down 40 feet.
Yeah. There's no way we're gonna be crossing that without like spider climb or flight. So
Oh, Vine! That makes me wish we had Vine, you
Someone can
bastard!
catapult somebody across the other side, maybe.
You mean
Who wants
Ragnar?
to expend? No, Sarman. Sarman has the spell catapult.
No, as in Ragnar would be catapulted.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
I mean, Malaya could be light enough as well. And free spells.
we're not catapulting Malaya.
Okay.
So you've walked in, gone, nope, walk back out again. That's your
Yeah.
movement. You gonna dash?
Okay.
You can dash if you want.
So that's
Also, if I use catapult, you get 3d8 damage.
Yeah, you do take damage from catapult, though. It's an option.
Here it is.
Is that a 15? You can keep going if you want. You still got 15
Yeah.
feet of movement.
Wait.
Cool.
You said. Well,
You can get down 1 minute. Hold
Oh,
on, not your
goddamn,
turn. Ragnar.
no, I know, but I've just gotten a really good idea when it comes to that pit.
Ragnar's turn. Sorry, I just got a delivery.
I think I know what your idea is, and it's to launch your thing across.
It doesn't have to be launched.
Just check it. When I was walking through this way, I didn't actually get to stop to have a look. Was there a passageway on the other side? Did you say Owen?
What, in this main room?
On this main room?
No.
No, okay,
Just
cool.
just the passageway to the east.
But it can walk or climb up to 15 feet.
Okay, so climbing is not... You can't climb on a sheer surface unless you have a climbing kit and know how to use it.
Ah.
So
Because
that's
climbing kit
25
would be
feet.
like putting pitons into the wall and stuff like that. You can't climb on a sheer surface. It's also a smooth stone surface, so you can't climb on that. You'd
Right.
have to have spider climb to do that.
I've dashed into this room.
Hey, I have a pit.
Oh no, sorry, that's not there. I want to go. That's 25 feet. Be 15 feet here, and 20 feet. You can see this room here, and
You can see what you can see, basically. But I'm not going to
Yeah.
describe it to you. You can see what you can see.
25 feet. Okay, that's good.
That's your dash.
That's my dash.
Malaya will dash as far forward as she can. So I'll leave that with you, Ashley.
okay. So
However, as soon as she does that, so I wouldn't bother actually moving her, to be honest. As soon as she does
Yep.
that, everything goes black.
It was slow.
Everything goes black,
yeah.
and you are again... gonna put
You're
that
too
up there.
slow!
Back in the first room, all of the lights. So as the Seldation, you would have seen this being on the threshold of the door. The 6th little gemstone, just
Yeah.
pinged to light. Everything went black,
Yep.
and you are now back in the original room where you started.
Door open or closed?
Door is closed. No, the door is slightly ajar. It's not closed, it's just slightly ajar.
Okay.
But I'm not going to delete the dynamic lighting.
Are we
all
still
6
in-
of the gemstones are now blank, and the cog is no longer ticking.
Are we still in this?
You are, just because I want to keep track of it.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave that there. You're not in initiative, but I'm going to leave it up.
I'd agree, yeah,
bars
yeah.
are also up.
Okay. I an idea. Do we have recollection of everything?
Yeah, you can remember everything.
Okay. We ought to slaughter this lady.
Simon, do you still have that diamond that you took?
No, you don't.
Alright, I've got an idea. Obviously, we wasted time. The room above with the crystals, it might be best for one of us to go there and activate them in the sequence we know, whilst the others investigate the other areas. That room with the big the big drop doesn't seem to be very useful from the side we were looking at it at first. I think I just managed to get a glimpse of the room on the other side, where I think I saw like some pressure pads on the floor. So I think it'd be good for two of us to go down there. I saw from the other side, two of them. So two people going down to that room, one person to the top room, and then whoever's left to go check out whatever else there is that could be. I don't know.
I think I'd be useful traversing the pit.
That could help.
I have a piton and 50 foot of hemp.
Again, pitons require you to hammer it into a surface.
That'll take time.
The piton is like climbing. So you like climbing in the real world, climbing up a rock face. It's not a rock face though. It's a very smooth stone wall.
But here's the thing. Can I jam it into the wall with catapult?
Question.
No.
That each round is 6 seconds, right? We had 36 seconds, basically.
Yep.
We have no time for something like that.
No, definitely not.
So we need to basically be rushing. And I thought so! I fucking knew it! Why was everyone going so slow? Ah! Sorry.
They didn't know
You
this
didn't
yet.
know that
That's
we-
the thing. You
I
didn't
know.
know that you were on a time frame.
Sorry. I don't mean
figured
that
it
like,
out.
genuinely.
You figured it out, but
Yeah.
characters wouldn't.
So, admittedly, I didn't realise that
That's not stupid, remember?
I didn't realise that the lights were a signal of the time. But that makes sense now, obviously. I thought that was when we did a crystal, but no.
What would you like to do?
Actually, yeah, I'll go with what I said. One person should go up to the 3 crystals to activate them. 2 people
Who's
should
the
come
best
down.
runner?
I've only got wee little legs.
To be honest, the only person that's not a good runner is Ragnar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But you remember,
if anything-
Ragnar would remember this. Ragnar could get to that room in 6 seconds. You could
But I
get to
couldn't
that
do
room
anything.
in 6 seconds.
Yeah. The thing is, I couldn't do anything there. I could get there just so. Whereas I think Saldissa, first of all, is closer, and is faster of running. So I'd say Saldissa. If you go up to the top, 3 of us will go down.
Right, what I've just done...
Actually, nay. Someone go to the room on the other side where the hole is. Perhaps Malaya. Would you be able to do that?
I can do that, yeah. So you want me to go down to the bottom room and then go to the east?
No, the top room, and just.
So you want me to go to where the crystals were?
No, not the top room. The top room of the pit area.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Okay. And I don't know if it will happen or not, but I suspect if the 2 of us, me and Simon, if we step on those pressure pads I saw, perhaps the room might give a path to you to run across and pull the levers. I'm not sure, but I'd say give that a go, and then if all goes to shit, I imagine we'll get reset again.
Yeah.
Anyone? Any arguments? Anyone?
No arguments
No.
from me.
Now
And
that you've experienced that everything resets, what I have now done is I have activated Explorer mode on Roll20. So what should happen from here on out is anywhere that you explore, it should keep it on the map.
Okay.
It's like Advanced Fog of War. You should, it will basically be mapping things out as you go. You will only be able to see what you can see, but it should be a grayed out of area of the map.
Grayed out area from the map. What do you mean?
You should see it in a minute.
Okay.
So are you closing the door?
Malaya, would you do the honors?
Yes, of course. Closes the door. Click, clunk, tick, 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 tick.
Ollie.
Salmon.
Okay. I'll be heading up then, I guess.
No.
Oh wait, no. No, sorry, down.
We
You're
planned
in
this.
initiative.
Yep. Sorry, heading down.
Okay. Go on then.
Oh, I love this, Owen. It's
One
brilliant.
sec.
I'm really
Okay,
proud
so
of this puzzle. I'm really
I'm
proud of
proud
this
of it.
puzzle. Because it's
I like
such
this.
15, 20,
everything in this puzzle
15,
is so fucking simple. All of the
20,
the tests are
25,
stupidly
30.
simple.
Okay,
Thought so.
that was 30 feet, but I'll use my dash to step on that pressure plate. Oh wait,
Yep.
no. 10,
what we're gonna do?
15, 20. No, wait, I'll step on this one, so that'll be
You
easier.
want to step on that pressure plate.
Yes.
You can see what you're about to see, but the others cannot.
Okay.
Zeldisa.
Okay, I'm going to dash all the way round here and and over here.
You're gonna go to the yellow one. You can reach all of them by standing in the middle, I will say, because they're only 5 feet away from
okay.
you. So you could just be in the middle. Okay, so
Okay,
that's your
I'll
dash.
be in. Yeah.
That's you done. Ragnar.
Ragnar's gonna come down here.
Okay.
So that's 10 feet.
Yeah. So you can
And
move
then-
diagonally. You just can't move diagonally round corners
That's
or
fine.
through solid
So-
objects.
So that's 10 feet.
So
That's my movement.
is Explorer mode working for you?
I don't know. Oh, a little bit, yeah, from what I'm seeing before, yeah, it's grayed
So you
out.
can see grayed out
Yeah.
areas, yeah?
That's my movement. Now I can dash, get a bit closer. So 10 feet in, you can see.
Yep.
Okay,
So you can now see what's in that room.
aha! Alright.
You wanted
So,
Malaya
and then-
to go up to the other room, didn't you?
Yeah.
That your action
Yes.
done, Ragnar, yeah?
Yeah, that's actually, yeah. But the other room, I mean this room here. At the top.
So when you step on that, you see what's just happened. Malaya.
And that's 25 feet. So that'd be
So Malaya
45.
has 30 feet, just like everyone else.
Yeah,
So
so
Malaya can move
that-
up to 60. You're dashing with her. So I think I
Yeah.
measured it that you can get to here.
Where?
Like the first step onto the the balcony, I think. I could be wrong. It could be just to the entrance, but
Is that Malaya's movement?
that's Malaya's dash.
Okay.
Oh, right. Salmon.
I'm probably just going to twiddle my thumbs as my action and my bonus action.
No. Oh, I just realised. Well, yeah.
You're going to twiddle your thumbs and wait, are you? Yeah?
Yeah, because I think Yeah, I don't think I could step off this pressure plate without it going away. So, yeah, I'll just stay on it.
You're just going to stay. Okay, so Lisa.
Okay, I'm going to do the same pattern as we did before. So that was...
So it takes an action to do it.
Yeah.
So action to turn one of those. So you're turning the yellow one first, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. That your turn done?
Yeah. So it glows.
Yeah, it stays in place and glows. Ragnar.
Ragnar realizes his plan's fucked up a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. And I'm going to shout to the others to ask for a reset, more or less.
They're miles away. The Malay is on the other side of a glass window. Simon
I
is the
smash
only
you-
person who can hear you.
Can I smash the window?
You can try.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Okay? You don't need to roll to hit, because it's a massive
Okay.
fucking bay window.
Okay.
But roll damage.
I mean, I could roll to hit to see if I get a critical.
Rage against the
It's
window.
a
No,
window. You
curious-
can't miss it.
True. I'm just curious. I'd like to rage, but I think it'd be,
You can't.
it might be
You
a way.
also can't really crit a window.
Fair enough.
You can crit another being. You can't
Can
crit
I
a
hit
window.
it? Can I hit it two-handed so I do a double
Yeah.
attack? Obviously, dropping my shield.
Yeah, of course.
10 plus
Drop your shield.
4.
So you swing your hammer at the window, and a crack appears.
Oh, not good enough.
It seems a really, really thick glass. It's a
Fair
few
enough.
inches thick.
All right. I'll try and shout it. Obviously, he can hit. Simon can hear me. I'll try and look Miller in the eyes and just say, "We need to reset," because I think we've done this inefficiently. Now I think about it.
Okay, so you try and shout it. Make me a performance check. You also don't know how you would reset it, I'd like to point out.
Well, when I say reset, I mean even just like waiting for the time to tick down, just to
15? Okay.
reconvene.
Set. Okay. What Malaya will do, are you moving anywhere?
Am I moving anywhere?
Yeah, what you do. So
Um,
that's your, I would say that's a it's your action to attack, and sort of because you're trying to make it obvious, a bonus action to try and shout to Malaya.
I'll try and move back out to the room essentially.
Okay. You're going to step off of that pressure plate, yeah?
Exactly. Malaya's not on it yet, right?
No.
Good. 5 foot, 10 foot, 15, 20, 25.
Malaya's turn. Malaya will dash to here, but cannot do anything else.
Fair enough.
Oh no, I can't step off this pressure plate now. Why she'll be? Oh wait, no, I can just leave her.
That also didn't
leave it
make
there,
any
yeah.
sense to her.
Yeah, if I leave her there, then we
Should
can just
abandon
reset.
Malaya, yeah.
Ah, but I'll be a dick move and
Just
she'll hate me
abandon
for it.
Malaya, yeah.
I think time can.
You feel bad.
What you can also see, Ragnar, is on the other side of the room, there's another room.
Yeah, exactly.
Another room to the south. Malaya can't do anything. Simon.
Obviously, hearing what I'd said, right? As well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simon, you heard Ragnar gone. We need to reset.
Can I bang on the mirror? No, not mirror. Window and just shout reset as loudly as I can.
Try.
Reset! Reset! Reset!
What?
How are
There's
you
nothing
doing
like
it?
that.
Sound
other than
doesn't go through this. I will tell you. Sound
okay,
does not go
okay,
through
okay,
this.
okay,
So how
okay.
are you trying to communicate reset to Malaya?
Damn.
Middle finger.
No. I'm just going to just stay on the pressure plate then.
Fine.
Because
Okay.
I can't figure any other thing to do.
Still decent.
Okay, I'm going to turn the blue one.
Cool. Because you can't hear any of this shit. Blue one clicks into place and stays there. Ragnar.
First of all, how many lights are... obviously,
Currently 2.
right? Currently 2. Right, I'm just going to dash...
They light up at the end of the round.
5.
So you are in round 3, but the third one will light up at round 4.
Okay. Here, I'm going to try and get Sodissa's attention. Can that be as a free action?
Yeah, you can do that as a free action, yeah.
Okay. I'll say, Sodissa, I think the plan's fucked up. It's more complicated. Reset.
Stop. That's it, that's all you get out.
Okay, and then I will try and dash 10 feet, 20 feet, 5 feet. There we go.
So you're
that's
going to dash into the
25.
other.
Yes. Can I get another chance to say something to Malaya or shout into the room?
No, you've done. You've spent your time. That's because you remember it's 6 seconds, so you can only get out quick.
Can I shout that whilst running through that corridor?
That's what you did.
Okay.
Because that's what you did. I mean, Malaya is currently the other side. She's in a different room and the other side of a chasm.
Yeah.
So she's quite a distance away. Malaya will use her action to pull the lever. It's a hefty looking lever, but as she pulls it, it clicks into place and stays there. She will then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Use her movement to go back to here. And that is the end of her turn. Sarman.
You know, I might as well try, even though the plan fucked up. I'm going to run over to the next pressure plate.
Okay.
Yeah, we only need one person for this.
Okay. Cool. Fantastic. Zeldisa.
Okay, I'm going to turn the last one.
You need to keep going.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did he not hear what I said?
I was kind of
He heard
focused
you.
on trying to.
Yeah, but we might as well try, even
He
if the
could hear
plan.
you, but yeah. That's your
Ragnar,
action.
I just. Can I just say it? I can't say anything, right?
You don't know where Ragnar is at the moment.
Ragnar, I'm in the middle of something.
Right. Let's switch out. You've got movement and a bonus action.
Okay, and I will. Okay, let's just see. So I head up to the pagoda.
Yeah, you can move up to the pedestal with the sort of like the opening on, and you can see this diamond again.
I'll pick it up.
Grab it. Yeah, cool, fine. Ragnar.
Alright, I can see Sodissa roughly.
You
Hear
can
him?
just about. Yeah, you can hear him.
Okay. And I can see Malaya just about, or hear him.
You can hear Malaya. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to tell everyone, guys, I don't think we're going to have enough time. It might be best to reconvene. We're not doing this very efficiently. If we just wait it out until it resets again.
What you doing? That's it. That's all you
it.
get out. That's it. You're just going to stand there.
More or less, I'll stand here and just tell everyone.
Okay.
I think we're just going to get reset anyways. Let's just reconvene the plan. Loud enough so everyone hears me and takes it on board.
Malaya, hearing that, will shout back, well, we're halfway through doing this. We may as well see what it actually does.
Ah, fair enough.
Because we don't know what this does yet. You can't reply. That's her free action. She will then move. Hang on, I need to control her. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 as her movement. She will then use her action to trigger the lever on this side. When she does that, Sarman, you can see in the pagoda in your room, a flash of light and a diamond appears in the little pedestal in there. Ragnar, you see exactly the same in your room. Flash of light and a diamond appears. Sarman. Excuse me.
I'll run over, which will be just 5 feet. Pick up the diamond and use my remaining 25 feet to. I just want to see how far I can get, just to see how this plan would go. Really. Let's see, 5. 10,
The bridge disappears.
15. Wait, am I trapped?
Malaya is now looking
Okay,
quite panicked, trapped on the wrong side.
Is she bashing against the cracked window now?
Yeah.
I figured that he wouldn't do that.
I
just
almost
reminding
left the room and then I thought, oh shit, Malaya.
Yeah,
So
I
then,
kind of figured he wouldn't do that, so I was just gently reminding him. But you can dash over, pick up the diamond, and dash back to the pressure plate if you want. That's fine. So you've got the diamond in your pocket. Is that your turn done? Yeah. You
Yeah,
can
it's my
hold.
turn
You
done.
can hold movement as well if you want. You can hold movement and actions.
Oh
So if you
yeah.
want to say, once Malaya is across the other side, I'm going to move my full movement back to the original room.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Oh, Lisa.
I'm gonna say to go to Ragnar. I say, why should we reset?
Can't answer. Till his turn.
Also, there's a diamond right behind you.
That's all you can get out on your turn, so you can't communicate anything else to Ragnar. Okay? What are you doing?
Turn end.
Turn in. Fine. Ragnar.
Alright.
You only got a few seconds to get information across.
Okay. Room below needs one person.
You don't
There
know
is-
that, though.
Okay.
So you just start speaking as you would normally.
That's what I'm saying. Think room below needs one person. There's as in not that room, as in
Stop.
the room Sam's in.
Stop. That's it. That's all you get
Hang
out.
on.
You're in initiative, remember? That's all you get out.
Two
What are you
rooms needing
doing?
one person each. That's what I said.
I told you, you're in a few seconds. Stop.
I sit down.
You're gonna sit down. You're just gonna sit on the floor.
I sit on the floor.
Okay.
With my hands, with arms crossed, like, not dumb.
Damn it.
Also, guys, I need to go for dinner.
Oh yeah, shit. 7.
Yeah, we moved it around.
Yeah, I think I begin to smell dinner.
Let's
As
just
well.
say then, in that case, you finish this all up. Whatever happens, you've run out of time anyway. So
Yeah.
call it there. Everything resets. You go back to the original room. And I'll reset all of this later. So Ragnar was there.
Okay.
Malaya was there. Salmon was there. Okay. So everything resets. You go back to the original room. Everything goes dark. All of that. Same as before. Okay. And that's us done for the week, I think. We will be back next week.
Yep.
We'll
good.
hopefully be back normal time next week. I will let everybody know. But should be back at normal time because there shouldn't be any emergency shifts for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Question: is it alright if I run through my idea with the others in
If
game?
they've got time.
I'm literally just gonna like write it out on the Discord what I'm thinking because I think it's
If you
a
want
lot
to,
more
yeah, that's
efficient.
fine. The Discord
Okay.
is there for you to discuss things.
Anyway,
That is us done for the week. Again, you can catch up on everything on our YouTube page. The highlights will be going up. Need to catch up on some of the highlights, but I've been busy this week, so I will catch up on some of those. If you need to go, guys, don't feel free to dash off.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll see you next week. I'm just wrapping things up.
See ya.
Yep. See you next week.
See you next week, chaps. Right.
Bye-bye.
That is us
Bye.
done for the week. We shall see you next week. Goodbye.